from the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th Gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus vortex flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th Gen Intel Core processor now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear presents Esports Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, with our gaming partners being Intel. Intel delivers the best overall gaming experience by delivering the best gaming value. And make sure to follow the hashtag GameWithIntel to find out more. And our apparel partners, of course, 656. I'm a little bit flabbergasted here because Universe does have his cat on stream here today. It's that little thing is so cute that our producer was having an absolute fit about it a little while ago. We have guest appearances, we have everything, because today's matchup is going to be an incredible one. We are really excited to bring forth to you everything that we have, because you gotta remember, Reckoning Esports going up against Enigma, the 2 top seeds of our entire tournament. You have to remember, respective groups, they're at their top. They haven't lost a single game, and today they're here to make sure their record goes untouched. Who's going to be the one to take it all away, universe? Because I do believe that Enigma, they are the home favorites, but the underdogs, they have something to say about it.
I think that this has to be Enigma's game. As much as I would like to say that Reckoning Esports have had a pretty great run, given that their entire overhaul in this season was the unbeaten part of their group. But the thing is that their final match against Team Snakes was cut short due to unforeseen circumstances, and we didn't really get to see whether they would actually go unbeaten, right? And because of that, I believe that Enigma kind of have an upper hand. And not just that, once you go to the MVP standings, you'll see another reason why they have the most powerful force in this entire gauntlet season. And that's because of the number one position player right there, Raw Fuel.
Guy has 270 kills, mind you, and he's still sitting up there. That's how much impact he has had throughout this entire tournament just on the group stages alone. It's insanity how incredible Raw Fuel has been playing throughout every single one of his matches. He has left his mark, and today, if he gets another 2 MVPs, it's just over. But then again, will he be able to get it though? That is also the real question, because the way that all of this is playing out, now that you're going up against star players such as Bad Love, Deadly 10, Rio, Smoka, and Pixels, it's not that easy. You're not going to be able to rise up to the number one spot unless you have some proper game plan to go into it, unless you have a proper strategy, because this opponent is nothing to scoff at. We're going to be heading on down over towards the brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone smiles. And because the way that both of these teams are going to play, I'm really excited to see how it's all going to pan out. First of all, the way that the brackets have been going for now, at the bare minimum, we did see that Team Snakes, they took a 2-0 victory against Orgul's 5. So they're going to be the ones to move forward in the lower brackets. And True Rippers, they've already won their set. Team Snakes, they put up a good fight yesterday, but it was just not enough to edge them forward for a win. But now, though, is where the real fun will start to arise. Who's going to be taking them on the upper brackets? Will it be Reckoning or will it be Enigma?
Well, I should expect it to be, a three-mapper of a game at least, because we are looking at the two teams who are unbeaten so far in the competition, and this is the one thing that's going to be differentiating them from the rest of the entire, teams that are left. We have True Rippers left, we have Team Snakes left, and the one thing about Reckoning and Enigma is that both of these teams have had more dominant performances than anybody else in this entire season. They have kept their noses above the water. They've made themselves such a powerful force that right now one of these teams is going to be getting their first loss of the entire season after 2 whole months of them playing in the gauntlet.
Let's head on down over to the first player team intro, with it being Reckoning Esports. And honestly speaking, this roster is pretty much the best story you can have when it comes down to rags to riches. This team was under the banner of Weird Esports, organization that we haven't really heard a lot of, but as soon as these guys stepped onto the server, they took the entire scene by storm. Then they had the transition, a little bit of an up and down when it came down to teams, and then Reckoning picked up the roster, and now they're in the center stage to be one of the best tier 2 teams who are now reaching that tier 1. And I really do believe that they're able to take down Enigma, take them down a couple of notches, and be able to take this entire set away. Then I do believe that this team deserves to be on that tier 1 spotlight.
Yeah, pretty good job of starting off with the way they did as Weird Esports, coming up so far ahead and being able to defeat teams like FS Esports 13-1, 13-2, who were also considered to be a team of certain similar status. And now FS have quite gone behind where Reckoning are standing. These players have got what it takes to be among the top teams in the region. And yeah, let's see how they're going to be performing today, because this is their biggest test so far. Enigma Gaming are no easy task to be going up ahead and, simply taking on directly. So let's see what they've got in store as the player spotlight comes up for side of Reckoning Esports.
And Deadly 10, he's going to be on that spotlight. He's been playing the Jet, he's been playing the Cypher. He plays whatever his team needs him to be. And the fact that he is so versatile while still maintaining his raw mechanical skill just goes to show how incredible of a player he can be. When we look at the international scene, let's take NA for example. Sanders is possibly one of the best controllers that you can find because of his versatility. He can pretty much fit any role and still be deadly on it just through his raw mechanical skill. And Deadly 10 follows that suit. Whatever role that he plays, he can play it to perfection because he knows how to anchor, he knows how to entry, and he knows how to support his team to the best of his own capabilities. And when you have all of it together in one package, this one man can be the single most devastating force that can take down an entire squad. So Enigma, the fact that he needs to be on their radar, it's not really a surprise. But at the same time, speaking about the side of Enigma, let's head on down over onto their team spotlight and see exactly what they have in store for us.
Well, this is a squad that needs no introduction. Hika, AVK, Antidote, Raw Fuel, Rexy, and of course Excali. Five players who honestly, forgive me, six players who honestly are, you know, I would rather say they're
A
kind of
league of their own.
underrated. Yeah, they are pretty great. We've seen them beat Velocity and Global Esports before. Well, in a well established manner as well. The only problem was that they kind of have problems at times finishing up their games. When it comes time to it, when they are 12 and 7 or 12 and 8 up, they let it slip down to 12, 10, 12, 11. And that's kind of a problem for them that kind of gives them up, for a little bit of, slippery slopes that might just make them end up in overtimes, take too much pressure, lose out on games even, which they are, touted to win pretty easily. But if you consider the entire situation here, it looks like they have got what it takes to be in control of this entire tournament, because they are the ones who are the favorites to win this, apart from, I would say, Reckoning and Team Snakes. And of course, the underdogs, True Rippers here. Let's go to the player spotlight, though, for the side of Enigma. And let's have a look at who's going to be. Yep, it's going to be Excali, of course, the explosive man himself. 222 kills, 155 deaths. That positive KD ratio is absolutely staggering. 68 assists, the one person who can be explosive with almost every agent. Be it the Omen, be it the Sage, give him a raise, give him even a jet. This guy can do practically anything and everything.
Yeah, he's just that good on that regard because he knows exactly how to play, he knows how to deal the damage, and he knows how to bring in the pain and bring in the hurt as well. And that's one of the main reasons why Excali is such a dominant force. But then again, he hasn't had the most explosive of performances yet in recent times, primarily because of his team, honestly speaking. When you have such amazing talent on your squad, how do you get an individualistic performance every single time? That's not possible. But the way that he is the second entry for his entire squad, the way that he supports Raw Fuel, I don't think that Raw Fuel will ever find a support as good as him when it comes down to just being that secondary duelist who can finish off the kills that Raw Fuel can. Excali does that in perfection. And as we head on down over towards the map veto screen, now is where the real fun will start to arise because the maps for both of these teams are quite similar. When you look at the statistics and when you look at the raw numbers and the data, both of these teams, their map pool is exactly the same. There are no differentials when it comes down to that. And the fact that Bind is now picked up first, I'm a little bit worried about Reckoning. I understand Reckoning that you like to take up challenges, but to go up against Enigma on the home map that they have beaten Global and Velocity on,
This
are you
is
trying to bite off a bit more than you can chew here?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty concerned about this. Having gone with Bind, I have not seen Reckoning go with Bind as often.
I
I would say
understand
that,
Icebox or Ascend, but Bind
yeah,
is.
I'm a little worried about this. This could be over in the first two maps itself, unless we have, some sort of a crazy outblow of a play coming in, which I don't believe to be the case. I think that Reckoning Esports are going to try and learn along the way. And that, while that might help them quite a bit, Bind is a very, very tricky map to play against Enigma. They have gone continuous maps unbeaten on Bind for, I don't know what the number is, but they went for a number which cannot be counted on two hands. They've been the king of Bind for quite some time now. And I think that this is going to be a difficult matchup for them from the beginning until the end. Ascent is something that I think they can rest easy upon, but it's not even decided whether we're going to be seeing Ascent or not. Split by Enigma Gaming is, again, I wouldn't say it's Enigma's best choice. It's not even their worst choice. I think that they could have had something else into play. Maybe if they wanted, to go for the Haven pick, I think they would have been okay with it. Raw Fuel is, an absolute maniac on Haven. But let's see how they work it out on Split. Because last time I saw Enigma playing Split, they had quite a few troublesome moments. And I wasn't really sure whether they were going to pull it out. But in the end, eventually, it was a three mapper, so they did come out in the end of the third map. But let's see, both these teams have picked up maps that I think are challenging to each other. Bind is a little easier for Enigma, I believe. Reckoning has some sort of a game plan. And Split, I would say Reckoning have a good chance of stepping into and winning if at all Enigma slip up.
Yeah. Enigma need to slip up, though. That's the thing. And how often have we seen them slip up in a lot of different occasions? Just because of how beautiful they are when it comes down to the thrifty rounds as well. That's the problem. Their eco rounds are so good that Split is one of the few maps where eco rounds are very easy to win. Their highest possibility of winning eco rounds is actually on Split. So you are looking to have a lot of difficulty trying to beat out Enigma.
Yeah, this is
I'm
going to
trying
be.
to I'm trying to figure things out here. What could be the game plan to go for Bind first?
I'm actually considering that myself. I'm if they're confident, well and good enough for them. I would love to see Deadly Ten play on that raise role if he's going to be playing it, which he usually does go for in close cornered maps. Even on Split, he does play it. While it has come to a point where we are considering, the shifted role that even Bad Love has gone through. Deadly Ten was playing the Jet while Bad Love was playing the Chamber, right? And they're going through their own iterations. Let's go to the agent selection though, while we do dilly dally around this topic, because I think once we see them selected, we're gonna change up our minds. I can see a lot of clicks being done. Yep, Deadly 10 gonna be selecting that raise raw fuel with the jet, antidote with the brimstone, as you would expect. Bad Love is actually playing on the brimstone himself. Now that is something that I am very interested about.
It's not really the baddest of ideas because we have seen Bad Love pick up on that quite often. He has now turned himself from being the star jet player into being a lot more of a flex role, and that's not bad. Because the way that he plays the flex, he has the heart of a duelist still inside of him, so he can of course be the anchor while being much more of that flamboyant force. And I do believe that frees up Deadly 10 a lot more as well. Normally, Deadly has to worry about getting all of the frags and getting the entry. He doesn't need to worry as much because even if he does get killed out, there's of course going to be a trade right behind him. And if that's how they're going to be playing, Battle of the Brimstone is not a bad idea at all. And on Bind, you need to have a Brimstone. You know for a fact, without a Brimstone, it's just a night and day difference. If you play an Omen, that's a completely different.
Yep, Hika has gone for the Sage, and we all know him to be really, really good at that, especially on Bind. He and Xcali love to switch up on their roles as well. I think that both of them being on this lineup is very interesting. Rexy not here for the first map. He might be stepping in for the second one, though. But here we have Reckoning, all 5 players.
God damn. That's a boot camp setup right there.
Yep,
Let's go. Smoker's also happy.
everybody's holding on to probably their best strategy on Bind, and while Bad Love loves staring at the camera for some reason. Okay, that was. Oh, yeah, we have Coach Blue along with Reckoning's owner as well.
Oh yeah, they got that can of Red Bull as well. Make sure to scan the QR code if you want to get a can of Red Bull like Coach Blue over here.
Yep. And we've got here Enigma. It doesn't look like they are in their boot camps. They have gone back to their homes.
Hiccups in bootcamp, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, Hika. Oh yeah, forgive me. Hika is in the boot camp, and there's YB. It almost seems like YB always has a new background every single time we see him.
Might be somewhere else.
He's omnipresent.
No, I think YB's not in India. So,
Oh.
but still, he's gonna be the coach, but then again, all the members of Reckoning are in the server anymore. What just happened? A full-scale rush from the side of Long, and it just all ended in a couple of seconds? Hold on a moment.
We just... That's the most instantaneous replay that we've had so far.
Yeah, just we saw YB's face.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 seconds. It was not even 10 seconds aggressive. It was less than 10 seconds. And
Fastest round in the history of the Gauntlet.
Maybe. That's a new record. 10 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. I think it was 8 seconds that 4 people died. And 3 more seconds to follow that up. And the round was over. Enigma,
Reckoning were ready for it. That's the problem. Like, that was such a fast rush that Reckoning just didn't expect a single damn thing to happen there. But still, here's gonna be the damage being done from the other side. Raw fuel. Biting off a bit more than you can chew right there, buddy. That's gonna be a problem, and here comes the cavalry. One by one, they're gonna drop like flies. And it's gonna be Reckoning answering back with their own rush. You rushed us in one round, we're gonna rush you down in the second.
This
With
is
equal
kind
weapons as
of
well.
actually Enigma's play. They usually do this in the second rounds. They tend to force the issue, fight back, and get the round back if they have lost the pistol. It looks like Reckoning have got a similar sized game plan here. 2 versus 4. There's no way the side of Enigma are looking to win this. Unless RVK, Hika, both get 2 kills. Pixels though, he will trade off and Smoker from the back side will crawl in for another. 1-1, and that starts off the game as heistily as, as feistily as possible.
It's gonna be a problem. Both of these teams, one won out on the pistol round and the other one just won out on the anti-eco instantaneously. How? These rounds are going in such a quick succession. I do believe that the teams are trying to feel each other out. They're pulling out strategies, and these strategies that they're pulling out, they're switching it up almost simultaneously. Raw-fuel though, you gotta be careful, buddy. You cannot go overly aggressive there, because now that they know your shenanigans, it's gonna be much more of a problem. And Universe's cat is making a cameo every single time in the background.
Yeah, forgive me. My cat doesn't seem to want to leave me for now, but
At least you have a cat. I need one.
looks like Raw Fuel doesn't want to leave Belong either. Goes in for the pick. It's not a connector shot, but here's Hika, and he's going to be guarded. Pixels is a very, very sneaky player holding on the backlines. He's like a human turret himself. And I think they've spotted out where Raw Fuel is. They know that he's going to be walking in here. Smoker's coming for this. He's holding down the angle. A shoulder's been spotted, but Raw Fuel doesn't really fire the bullets. Okay. He wanted at the headshot. But Smoker finds the better of him. And there's another upgraded pistol. While the side of RGE are actually taking this as slow as possible, this is a lot of respect given to Enigma after the round that just passed away.
30 seconds left.
Oh,
Hello?
wait.
Oh, Excaling!
Oh my god.
Excaling didn't see him? Even I saw him in the
No.
corner of his
Yeah, I saw him as well. Exactly. I think it was
that's
a
a tunnel
resolution.
vision.
I think it's a
Tunnel
resolution.
And no, the resolution doesn't do anything. That's just tunnel vision right there.
Oh,
That's fine though. 1 kill. Just one more, I think. Anti just needs to find this kill and it's fine for him. He's not even gonna be able to get that. They're not giving away much. RVK on the background. He's trying to find one more for himself. Sheriff. 1 tap god! But it said it's gonna be Antidote being able to find 1. RVK can't do much here. I would say decent eco round. It's not anything to write home about, but it can work out.
well, 2-1 now, and Antidote and Co need to stabilize in this round. I'm pretty sure they will want to exact revenge immediately. But the fact is that RGE also have their weapons intact. They've all got Phantoms and Vandals except for Deadly 10, who is playing on the Judge and will be looking to probably jump straight into the U-All position. But it's empty for the moment. Oh, there he goes, straight in to find nobody. They need to be aware of this. RVK, he needs to be really, really careful about his U-All positioning. And there's Hika, completely smothered into thin air. And oh, the timing on that. Deadly 10 picks up on that kill though. And Antidote, while he does whiff a couple of shots, will somehow finish up the kill. And it's all on to Excali to finish this round with raw fuel. Both the duelists on the backstab. And there's a beautiful shot from Smoker to stop him in the tracks. But what he doesn't know is that raw fuel's here as well.
Anti is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not much that you can do here. Raw fuel may be good for one more kill, but even this one kill, he has to work for it. Just one, that's all that he should find, but instead Rio with the pre-fire is just way better than him in that scenario. 1 and 3 and Reckoning. They have a strong mindset and they have a good game plan to make it all work. The first round seems to be an off-guard one, because now that Reckoning have their guard up, Enigma, they need to try and figure things out of what's really going on.
Yep, an immediate timeout. This is something that I actually appreciate from the teams. And YB already seems to be done with what's happening. It looks like the calls are being made by the IGL for the moment. Antidote must be giving them calls. Yep, he is most certainly talking to his teammates and seeing what they can figure out for this round. Cannot let things slip out so early in the game. The one good thing about Enigma is that they love thriving on the defense of Bind. And they need to find a stabilized first half to try and make something in the second, because they do have firepower for the second half. They have 2 duelists. And that's going to be probably more than enough firepower. But if they are able to stabilize a good enough scoreline, maybe a 7-5 even if it's against them, or a 6-6 if that's the best case scenario, or even take the lead from now itself, which does not seem quite likely because they are on an eco yet again. Not to forget, these guys are the masters of ecos, so those sheriffs could be a lot of trouble.
Fielder, he does have his Blade Storm. One ultimate could be the make it or break it for them. The Boombots have a little bit of an exchange, so no information gained from either side pretty much. They both know that one person's outside of hookah, one person's inside of hookah, but that's it. Aldron though could give them something to work with, but Excali is denying any form of control that he can here in this angle. And this should give them an edge here regardless of whatever happens. But Excali, he has to be wary. Doesn't have the strongest weaponry, and he's gonna rely on trying to maybe get that first initial headshot, misses out on it, and I do believe this is where he needs to back off. It's not a good fight to take, but instead Reckoning, they're gonna be the ones to head back. And with this, they're looking for an A-side take, but they're going into the awaiting arms of the defenders who have the sheriffs in hand, and Anti, 1 kill, and I really do believe that this round could just be yours.
There you go. He was going to put down the orbital strike, but just with that null command, he's got nothing to work with except of a sheriff. And even that's been taken away from him. Deadly 10 finds the kill. Bad luck with the backstab. He holds it down like a wall. And it's all under Hika and raw fuel. There's absolutely nothing they can do. A pit of smokes in front of him. And this double controller setup working to its best. This is going to be more of a problem when they go on the defense, because if you have a KO, a Viper, and a Brimstone against you and on defense, and couple that with the firepower of a Sova and, of course, the Raze, Enigma are actually on the downside of the hill right now. They need to find at least a 7-5 half here, or else attacking is going to be a lot more difficult for them, especially against these double controller setup.
Who do they think they are?
I'm gonna ask you a question here regarding the team composition, Universe. Do you think that the Sage is really a strong pickup here when there's something like a Chamber present? Or if you want to play a Sage, then you need to give up one of your duelists and just pick up a Chamber. There is no way you do not pick up Chamber on the map of Bind, right? Or am I crazy?
I mean, their opponents haven't picked it up either. They've gone for the KO. They don't have a Sentinel themselves. What is Deadly Dead doing? He went for that kill, but he knows that the players will eventually move out of the angle. Here's Rio with his ultimate though. A lot of jitter being committed here, and RVK gets one immediately traded out. Hika eats a lot of the fire damage. There's Excali trading out himself. 2 versus 3. Enigma still on the upper hand of things here, and Rio has been discouraged from this position along with his teammate Badlove. Both are less than half HP in terms of health, and one bullet is all that's needed to finish them off. At least on one person. There it is. Raw Fuel finds the kill on the Badlove. And now Rio with 45 HP, a recon, 2 shock darts, maybe the spike.
30 seconds
Raw
left.
Fuel's given it up. He doesn't want to hold that angle. He knows he's got a better chance in holding down the site itself. And with 20 seconds left, they know there's no way that Rio is going to be going to the A side. All 3 of them gamble this. They come towards the B side. And there it is. Spot has been made.
10 seconds
The
left.
recon's not going to make any difference. He jumps out in the open. Oh, wait. Oh boy, Rio. Even before that, he takes one down himself. How did Rafuel miss that?
It happens.
No, was it? I'm pretty sure the crosshair was on his opponent.
No. It was he let the shot a little bit far forward. Normally, when you're trying to predict where your opponent's gonna move before you shoot, he moved his crosshair instead of actually just aiming at his body slowly and then taking the shot. That's why he missed. I noticed his mouse just jitter away from the shot. That's why he missed. It happens.
Yeah, I guess that's probably
But
well
back on
put by
topic.
aggressive.
Yeah, but back on topic. Again, either you run a double controller or you done a double sentinel with chamber.
Yeah, I think that the reason why they're not running that chamber is because they've got a double controller, especially the Viper playing as a
Yeah,
pseudo
exactly.
sentinel. Oh, wait, why wasn't he tagged? Excali loses his life probably because of that, even though he had information. But either way, Deadly 10 had a great shot. Raw Fuel missing it yet again. He needs to win at least one duel here. He's being pushed back heavily. Now he's got 3 different angles to worry about. Here comes one on top of him. Dashes away to safety somehow. And RVK trying to do some sort of damage control, but in vain. Here's the plant going down. 3 versus 3.
Amount of utility.
RGE
This
is
guy's
advantage.
just gonna chill, bro. Like the way that they're using their utility to just block off these choke points and waste time is just such a strong idea. And now that Pixels is also holding from inside of Hookah, there are way too many angles for the defenders to check, but at the same time,
they're
Raw Fuel, he's making his way lurk up. Raw Fuel, this will be beautiful from Hika. He's gonna make the noise, just take a swing. That's gonna be the first, that's gonna be the second. Pixels, he played that beautifully. And Smoker, he's gonna be the one to shut it all down. Pixels, I told you that Pixels would be the deciding factor for this. The fact that he
Yeah.
waited inside of Hookah, that was the problem. 2 players were inside of the side. They knew that, but the way that Pixels was playing that position, it was so immaculate. Because no one should be playing inside of Hookah in that situation. But, of course, how will you ever know? You take an assumption, but that assumption does not plan out the way that you want it to.
A very discouraging round for the side of Enigma. They really needed that win. But it's been taken away from them. Oh. Antidote. Goes for an aggressive fight. No use though. But here's again Hika running out from Showers. Pixels is holding it down. Like the one good wall, he is the backbone of the team, Pixels. Such an annoying player to deal with. But Excali's actually neutralized one of them and he's picked up a weapon. He's got advantage and he is walking towards his opponents. They are going towards B long, so this is a little bit of a dodgery play. Oh no, RVK.
Who is Pixels getting away with stuff like this?
I have no clue. And look at Excali though. Excali's position is prime. He's got them right in front of them where he wants them to be. Rafuel's taken a 1. Antidote needs 1, but here's Excali making best use of the situation. No, Excali! In the end, oh my god, I almost lost my marbles. And now Excali's holding down
seconds
probably the most unpredictable angle, unless Pixels decides to just spam it. Oh, he expects it. Oh, of course he does. No,
Oh,
no, get out
yeah,
of there.
Pixels, he knew.
Get
He
out.
knew. His spidey
Get out.
senses were tingling. Now that's a spam spot and a half. He just knew exactly how Excali was playing. Read like an open book. Do the emote. Do everything that you need on cam. Because Pixels, you deserve to take a bow. 2 and 6, man. And both of these teams, they're at each other's throats. There's no one-sided approach to this. Both of these teams, they're literally going at each other. Yeah, the scoreline must be a 2-6. You're saying that, oh, Enigma are just playing it really badly, but no, that's not the case. Reckoning, they're playing so phenomenal that the defaults that Enigma are holding, it doesn't make any sense.
And here he goes again, the default breaker. So far, he's been the one, Deadly 10, getting them spaced like it's almost nothing at times. Smoker sitting inside
A smoke
his
in
teammates.
A?
Yep.
In a smoke in A? Yeah, never mind. I made my joke for now. I'm going.
And there comes a Viper spit from Pixels. There's no way Enigma are breaching this defense unless there is an ultimate to work with. But there's nothing explosive. There's no orbital strike. And there is no showstopper. But there's RVK. And there's Hika. They just spam through across the smoke screens. And they find kills. And Pixels is running across U-Haul like it's nothing. How is he getting away with this? Pixels finds two. The Viper Spit will drop, but that doesn't matter. Here's Antidote holding down the angle. He will not recover. The Raw Fuel needs to get this kill. The defuse has gone halfway through it. Scally will get a kill and Raw Fuel take the defuse. Enigma carve out a round out of utter and complete desperation.
Yeah, this is a round that shouldn't have been won by Enigma at all. There was no situation where they should have won this, but of course, through the spam smokes and it just is a round that you can't really explain. This was just won through sheer raw determination. There wasn't a solid game plan in any of this. They shot an angle that they expected their opponents to be. They predicted it and they were just able to find the frags. Deadly should have been able to get that kill. I do believe that he just fell asleep on the angle when he was holding U-Holes.
Standing ahead.
Enigma have covered around. Okay. Talking about carving out rounds, here's a backstab being made. Raw Fuel has a really good angle and he finds the kill that he needs. Excali's here with him and so is Antidote. They should be expecting his smoke card. Gets hit in the back with one bullet, but he will get away. He's got information that Raw Fuel's on the corner, but they don't know that Excali's here, so they should expect him on the A side unless the entire side has been cleared out by the man himself, Rio. And look at Deadly, he just walks in through the smoke casually, finding RVK. Hika will trade.
Bad.
There's one more. Pixels being the menace as always. How is this guy getting away with so many different kills in so many different positions? And finally, Hika and Antidote will put a stop to this troublesome menace being caused by RGE. Rio will pop out, but he's being smoked off, and there's nothing he can do about this defuse. 62 HP, tries to do whatever he can. One kill at the very max, nothing more. Hika spams him through the smoke. And with that, Enigma find their fourth.
It's always these back and forth rounds, back and forth. They just won it because of smart individualistic plays being made by Hika. If Hika wasn't able to clutch out this round, you know for a fact that Enigma would have lost this. There's no situation where you give up the A side, players walk in from shower, they're inside of the side, and you're still able to win it out. That does not happen always. They need to figure out a game plan here because Reckoning, they're already doing phenomenal. The fact that they got these 6 rounds here, Universe, just basically means they win out on their half. They have a double controller setup. A double controller on the side of attack. I think that is enough to sum everything.
You know, the one problem having the double controller is you can never let your opponents play on the post plant. And while at times it does, you know, give you a little bit extra to work with because they don't have a sentinel, that double controller is very, very difficult, especially if it's a Viper and a Brimstone. And while we talk about it, Pixels, how is... Oh, no, Pixels! Pixels! He's still out in the open. Antidote finally comes in for the kill. How was that even allowed? How was Pixels allowed to go in so deep, unchecked? And RGE are just in a very, very pickled spot right here. Smoko was on the back of side. RVK takes him down, and Badlav's already gone to the A side to plant. 4 versus 2. There's one very good ultimate available on their hands, and that is the Orbital Strike. But Badlav has one himself. So this retake and post plant are both at cross ends, and there's RVK just clipping off the branches. and doing his best work.
How much to do? But okay, this is interesting. That was a swing and a half from the side of Bad Love. He's gonna be able to find out one, but that wall did have a gap, but that gap really didn't help him as much as it did help his opponents in that scenario. I do believe that Bad Love would have gotten 2 free kills if that wall didn't just block him out. But it's completely fine. It's still a 5-6 scoreline. These rounds are going through really quickly, Universe. Before we can even finish our sentences, before we can even analyze what happened in the previous round, it's already done and dusted. The rounds are like with the snap of finger. That's how quick it is. And now that the pause has been taken, Reckoning, they need to take a step back and they need to think about exactly what's falling apart for them. Pixels, he's having a phenomenal game. 18 and 5 on a Viper. He's taken his entire team on his shoulders.
He's just been such a lurking, sneaky little player. And Enigma are trying to clip him off every single way they can. They're waiting, they're holding. They know this guy is the human sentinel in the form of a Killjoy turret. And he just holds the backstab from every goddamn angle. Wherever Reckoning go as a 4-player team, he's on the opposite side causing havoc. And he gets in these sneaky little kills that just, you know, I'm pretty sure if he was against me in a ranked game, by now I would have broken my table into 4,000 pieces.
4,000 pieces. Random number that you thought on the top of your head, or is that something in particular?
It's particular. I like the number 4,000.
For now, what the side of Reckoning wants is the number of 5 and 7. This is bad.
Boy.
And RPK. What? Oh yeah,
Wait.
right. No. That's because of the null 0 point.
Oh,
He was
right,
only
right.
able to throw out 1 before the ultimate got cancelled. And thankfully he only was able to throw out 1 because, dude, that would have ended horribly, because you know for a fact that RPK would have gotten that kill if that 0 point didn't come to save them.
Yeah, he could have gotten even 2. Both of them were really close to each other.
Those are
Deadly 10 and
guaranteed
Pixels.
kills. Guaranteed.
Yeah. With this scrappy buy in the last round, which they have to force in. Enigma trying to push the issue, and RVK is gonna get a free kill. And the spike. There's Deadly 10 with the judge who can't really do much. There goes 2 ultimates, and they find 3 kills.
Oh, they have the
3
A.
versus 2.
They have the site. Do they know though that the person's coming from showers? I'm pretty sure they heard it, but still, it's a 3v2 situation with the ultimate still being Oh god, that was too many people. And Excali, he knows he's got ult, baby. He's gonna fly it in. Oh, here comes the party. That's a fast as hell satchel. That's gonna be more than enough. But still, Bad Love a little bit of a whiff, but it's completely fine to Daddy because you're just able to find the kill at the very end. My god, that was a good half.
Switching sides.
And Universe, did you even realize that the first half ended?
I mean, not as much. It did seem like it was going a little too fast in the beginning itself. But hey, it looks like both these teams love playing on the front foot, and it makes a lot of sense for them to be as
Taking
aggressive as
initiative.
possible.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is going to be a lot more difficult for Enigma now. They need to make sure that their utility is on point against this team, because having this double controller just shuts them off completely going any side. They've got both of them playing on the same side as well now. Look at this. This is a very, very lovely setup that I see. They've put the Viper's wall on A, and they've got both the controllers playing together on the B side. There goes Excali, clears out the side. He sees both of them towards the side of Elbow. The wall goes up from Hika, while the B side has been taken control of. And a 5v5 retake comes in. Hika almost dies, but will be able to heal himself. And here's the retake, ladies and gentlemen. 5 versus 5 on a pistol.
That's a trade. That's a trade of HP, and poor old Deadly, he's not going to be able to do out much here. One on the left, one on the right. That's a flash, but still, Excali doesn't even care about any of that. Here comes the bodies, and they're going to start piling on up. Hika, you're in no man's land. They know exactly where you are. Positions are already given away. Hika's going to be good for one more kill, and now RBK, it's all up to him. Shock Dart's going to be reigning supreme. That's going to be the half. He's going to need to jump down. He's going to get caught out, and Pixels is going to be the one to clutch everything out as per usual. Halfway defuse is there, and a 5-minute scoreline for the side of Reckoning. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing is heating up quite heavy. Because Reckoning, they're out here to play an Enigma. They're in the wrong house, it seems.
This is clearly going well up against them. They're not able to keep up with this RGE team. They're having so much work being done by Excali and Raw Fuel already, it looked like, in the pistol round, and that's going to be continuing. But if you're not able to hold on to the post plants, if it continues to be like this, then it's going to be a problem. There's a recon going.
I believe that Reckoning, their trade game is just way better than Enigma. Like, their trades are so beautiful. Even if you lose out on one member, for some reason, Reckoning are able to find two more to retaliate. And they're regaining the man advantage, and that's one of the main reasons why we are in such a situation.
Oyeka, he could have gotten that kill for free almost if he had connected that shot. And here's RVK, probably going to give away one. Yep. Deadly 10. Holding down the judge, and Antidote knows well enough about these shenanigans. He does this time and time again himself when playing on defense, when he used to play the Sage on Bind long ago.
How I feel old. Don't say long ago.
It was about 6 months ago.
I still feel old.
Well, that's a you problem. So
I have back problems, okay?
oh
my god. And I think that Pixels is gonna have to go to the hospital for that one. Good shot from the side of Hiccup.
Gally.
Hide a little bit, but not too much.
Oh boy, Hika finds another, and that's value being getting out of the Sage right there. And Smoker, while he's on the side, struggles to get the first one. Hika still trying to cause damage. Spams in the right direction, but still just a little bit away. If he had connected that shot, that would have been another kill for him. But an eco round, nonetheless, with 2 kills is decent. And now Enigma start the uphill battle. The journey that's going to cost them a lot more brain power than it is going to require them to be on their aim power. Because this game, when you have a KO Viper and a Brimstone against you, this is going to get a lot more difficult. Because it's not just about their controller abilities. Wherever Smoker plays, it's going to be a lot more annoying to play with, because you would want to throw in some form of utility to try and get, you know, some sort of value. Maybe RVK's Owl Drone. And then there comes something like this to completely obliterate your movements towards a certain side. Wait,
that was gonna happen. That was gonna happen. Pixels, you need to give that up. You need to play from a very safe angle. You are gonna get spammed. There's very few places where you can hide if you ult from that sideline. Smoker's gonna be good for one, but that's just not gonna be enough.
Yet again, Deadly 10 comes out, helps Battler for a kill. There's 2 players on site, and they need to get these kills. Raw Fuel connects it. That's all they needed. Now they know what the remaining 2 players are. Deadly 10's gone down to 13 HP. Still trying to fight though. While one of them has actually... Wait. Oh, they've gone all the way to A. I thought the spike was planted.
They didn't commit?
No.
That's a bit of a surprise. This over-rotation could cost them.
Well, Bad Love is already on the A side, and he's got his teammate right behind him. But Bad Love is the one who needs to make all the plays here, because
he's gonna clear showers.
Yeah, he most certainly is. But unless RVK, yeah, he covers it up. There's no way they're getting past that crossfire. And now Deadly 10 with a Sheriff and a Judge, both of which are going to be eventually dropped. It's going to be 6 and 9. Nice.
That they have a really beautiful scoreline to work with, but then again, that was just, I do believe oh yeah, no, that was not a bonus round because they did lose out on a couple of their members, so they had to force buy in. It's a good round. They're going to be able to build their economic advantage. They're going to be in a good spot still. And Reckoning, they need to try and figure out exactly what went wrong for them. And I really do believe they played their round a bit too overly aggressive. Pixels, everyone was banking on top of his ult, and the fact that he was not able to get anything out of it really did hurt them. Hello?
Oh boy. Okay. Deadly went on pretty much a rampage jump there, but was not able to connect anything. While his boombot was distracting them, they were aware of the fact that he could push in. Antidote's aware of their backstabs. But what he doesn't know is that there's one more coming in. Smoker. He might just be able to find the planter here if he goes in time, unless Eka gets him. No, he takes him down. The double burst works best for him. And now it's a 2 versus 3 from 2 different angles. And I think that RG are kind of out of their league to win this one, unless Smoker's able to find RVK.
It's all about the damage at this point. RVK, he already knows what to do, but a beautiful recon bolt. That's going to be the thing that completely shuts down RVK. He didn't have the perfect crosshair placement anymore. And now Smoker, I do believe he does have a flash to work with. A little bit of noise being made. That's a swing. That's a tap. That's going to be real. Okay, maybe this is going to happen. This could just work out for them, but no. It's not going to happen at all. That's just sad. If Rio was able to get that kill, this was a stick. If he was just able to find that kill, 6 HP in a dream, and Excali's gonna be the thing that shuts everything down and gets a clutch for the side of Enigma. But this round was way too close for comfort. There was no situation in the entire world where this should have been this close, but look at this. If Rio had bullets, that was over.
This is very, very interesting because Enigma should have won that round easy peasy. It shouldn't have gone down to a 1v2 there, where Excali had to struggle to find himself that round. Antidote should have been alive, should have been able to take out that one player towards U-Haul, Rio. Doesn't matter now. Here we go. Here's Smoker getting one, but immediately gets shut down. Raw Fuel with 2. Rio will get a trade instead. There goes one more Raw Fuel. No!
Raw Fuel, why?
He could have at least smoked off the back of his view area to get something. Look at this guy, Pixels. He's just sitting there. He calls it. Oh, of course. There's no way he's escaping this.
Big Daddy Brimstone moments.
There's no goddamn way you're getting out of that. Raw Fuel, your one movement could have maybe cost you this round, my friend. It is a 2 versus 2. All the 4 players are split across, actually. Enigma have got Antidote and RVK on Hoka and Belong, while Bad Love is making a world tour backstab. And Antidote expects this. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably what could make the difference here. And Antidote throws down that Tim Beacon at the most unfortunate of times. RVK is going to probably get the plant. There goes the Molotov to try and stop him. It will give him a little bit of damage though. And there's a recon coming in. He knows where RVK is. That shock dart might just suffice, but no. He has to peek out, and Rio, he's done enough to get them the 10th round, and this just keeps getting worse and worse for Enigma. While they do claw out 1 round, which is still not as good as they should be getting them out with.
Look at their buys. It's even worse.
Yeah, they just, these wins that they got, Enigma, are still not good enough for them to, put themselves through. And while RGE did get around now, losing 4 players has cost them dearly. They've got 2 players on rescinded weaponry. One on a Bulldog, one on a Spectre. But to be honest, the way RGE have been playing doesn't actually make that much of a difference. They are playing this to the perfectionist point.
More and more problems here, but for now, Raw Fuel, okay, he's just gonna walk out, casually get a kill on towards the face of Rio, gets his teammate a gun, so that's perfect. This eco round has already started off on the right foot, and Deadly, He's looking to see if he can find another sneaky player who wants to make his way from the side of Hookah, but Smoker, this is dangerous. He's not going to be able to live through the... Raw fuel? I thought he was ready for it, but never mind.
Yeah, he didn't expect him to be so close, and Smoker was completely aware of the fact that somebody could have slipped into elbow. He's still holding that angle. Here they go. It's a 4 versus 4. There comes the orbital strike, and they should be getting this kill. No! Both of them peek together. How did they lose that? Excali gets 1, Excali gets 2, and Excali is probably going to be clutching out this round for his team. If at all anything.
30 seconds.
RVK comes in for the plant, and he's the one who's hale and healthy right now. Has a drone to work with. The recon coming in about 15 seconds. And he needs to find this one kill. Deadly is their best bet, but they're walking into his crosshair, and he clutches it out.
That's deadly, man. He doesn't care. He knows exactly what he needs to do. A celebratory play gel to the sky, and fireworks galore. 7 and 11, ladies and gentlemen. Something that doesn't exist in Bangladesh or in India, I do believe. But scoreline for them, it's gonna be a good one. Reckoning. I did not expect them to take the map Bind like this. They're full of surprises, and if this is the level of game plan that they have for the map of Bind, I'm worried of what could happen on Split.
You know, if you do look at this, it's been quite a bit of a difference since Enigma actually beat Global in Velocity, isn't it? There's a lot of difference in the way they're playing this map of Bind and their compositions and the players. While this is still out in the air, out in the open, Enigma are still losing ground, losing men. Probably losing the map of Bind as well. Oh, Excali. He's like, oh no, Excali. He had the timing just cut down by half a second. And he loses that. And while the A side is given to them, well, not completely, it is still going to be a very difficult round for them to execute. 3 versus 3. There is a revive available on Enigma, but the players are way too far off for them to be going for this. So we're sticking to the numbers right now. Let's see who's going to get the first pick. Theo expects somebody to be towards Showers, and that recon, while not detecting anybody, does give them information that there's at least 2 players on the other side.
I think this should be done. Enigma, they are easily going to be able to take this. They have the better positions here. But then again, Smoker, he's going to cause a problem! Smoker! Stop! Thank God, he's not going to be able to get this round. Oh my God, he nearly got this clutch again. This one player has been such an insane fragger. There is no situation in hell that he should have gotten this close to clutching this round. But then again, he's doing so much economic damage that even though Enigma are able to win out on the rounds, their eco, it's not building up as good as you would have hoped for now, is it? Raw Fuel, he does have 5,000 credits, but he needs to drop a gun. And if they lose here, Universe, their buys are just going to get even more scrappier.
Launching smoke.
Oh, Raw Fuel. He has crawled into a good corner here, and he should be expecting this. Hika's gonna let him... Oh no! Raw Fuel's been discovered, and there's no way. That is a blunder from Hika.
Not a blunder, actually. There's not much you can do here.
No, why couldn't he... He missed hitting that recon straight up in the open. He was supposed to do that. That was his job. Well, this probably translates to match point right here, ladies and gentlemen. Pixels is looking in the right direction, but what he doesn't know is that Antidote's also here with Excali. There's 2 players, not 1. And they have got the side. 3 versus 3 yet again. Is this Enigma to clutch out once again? Excali will find one, but Smoker with the 3rd. He's looking for more. There goes the null command. A blind following it, a recon to help him out as well. Smoker with the 4th, looking for the ace. He has information.
Give it to him. He can! He can get the ace, but no! Yeah, there's that. I think that's why exactly you were put in charge, my man. He just got the clutch of his life right there.
Man, that was smoke as well.
They just lined it up. That is painful. And he got the most perfect peek off that he could possibly have gotten. Just slid into their DMs, popped a couple of shots, and just ran out. That's what
it was not even an intentional lineup. They were just going for the tap and move closer together. But hey, it's happened, and now here we go. Scally clearing out Oka, while Deadly is holding down that judge right outside of that window. RVK is doing what Pixels was doing in the previous half, forgive me. Oh, Deadly jumping up and down. They expect him to be there. They know he's playing a shotgun. He's been doing it all game long. And while that grenade does help him, Deadly goes in for one, and he has support as well. RGE are playing this to perfection. Basic pushes as a team is allowing them to cause trouble that Enigma are not able to handle. These two-man pushes are just brilliant. Enigma expect one, but no, there's always somebody supporting the player who's pushing up front in the side of Reckoning.
Please, this is bad. Oh, never mind, it's bad luck.
Spike down B.
If it was anyone else, I would have been worried that my Brimstone has started pushing up for the side of Hookah.
30 seconds left.
Oh boy, this is turning out to be a nightmare for the side of Enigma, ladies and gentlemen. They are just steps away from giving up a map that they are known to be dominating on. Raw fuel, trying to do a little bit damage control. Here goes the ultimate as well. RVK goes in for the plant, but no way he's going to be sticking that, is he? Nope. Rio gets both of them. That's match point, ladies and gentlemen. Enigma are on the cusp of losing out a map that we've seen them get wins of the range of 13-1, 13-2, 13-3 against some of the top tier teams out there. And here they are, stumbling across a bunch of youngsters who have done nothing but double manned pushes that have completely caught the side of Enigma off guard. That's pretty much been the name of the game. They push together, they hold together, they defend together. Whatever RG's been doing, it's all been a team tactic. Bait and switch, peek after one person makes a sound cue. Beautiful stuff from Reckoning.
There is a lot to play around on, but then again, Raw Fuel. This is a dangerous game that he's playing a Raw Fuel!
Oh boy, and
fine.
Stuck in the corner. Oh, forgive me, Pixels are stuck in the corner. And that's Pixels taking him out. RVK with the trade. It's a 2 versus 3, ladies and gentlemen. That can be made a 3 versus 3 if Hika chooses to go for the revive, which is pretty well and clear for him that he can go for it. But it's a very, very difficult situation to be in. He's surrounded by players. There's one coming on the backstab as well. And the minute he goes for that revive, Deadly 10's going to peek out and get rid of this entire game. They have come to a standstill. They're holding down their ground. RVK is expecting that
30
backstab
seconds left.
with just about 25 seconds on the clock.
They
They
should
go
know.
for this. No, don't give those
my
1v1s.
Defenders win.
Bad luck thrives.
Disgusting bad love. And just look at Smoker. He's like, okay, I'm done. I did my job, boys. I did my job. Time to go. Absolutely phenomenal game.
Well,
That's gonna hurt.
that's a very difficult loss to take, Enigma. Now, the one thing that we are certain of is that this is probably going to end with a 3-mapper, if at all there is anything happening on the back end of the next map, which I'm not quite completely convinced by. I think, picking up Bind is one thing. Reckoning Esports have a good flow of momentum and teamwork going for their entire team right now. It's not just one player or two player. Let's move to the highlights and have a look at this, because everything that's been happening for the side of Enigma was absolutely, from the beginning, falling down the ground. This one pistol round was their highlight, giving us the fastest round of the gauntlet so far, and then immediately falling off a cliff.
On a high note, you need to be careful, otherwise you could just fly a little bit too close to the sun. In this situation, Reckoning, they made sure that they got burned into ashes. That's how incredible Reckoning were playing. Every single trade was just phenomenal. The thing is that Reckoning, they were not doing rocket science or anything along those lines. Yeah, well, some of their pushes were absolutely incredible, and they caught the side of Enigma off guard, and you're just telling yourself, oh my god, and Reckoning are so smart, Reckoning are so incredible. But no, these are bare bone basic pushes that they are backing up with really good fundamentals. That's the thing. The fundamental plays were just better than Enigma, which is what I'm surprised about, because we always praise Enigma for their fundamental playstyle. But look at the crossfires, look at the way that they're aiming. Even if one person misses a shot, there's someone else to retaliate against it. And then there is Pixels. This guy is just a menace. There's no way he should have been able to survive this. There's no way he got this clutch against Excali, but he just did. The stars aligned for them, universe.
Yep, they most certainly did. The stars, the sun, the moon, the entire galaxy aligned for them perfectly
Entire
every step
universe.
of the way. Yep, I aligned for them as well. I mean, not in the beginning, but eventually. I did expect Enigma to pick up this map, but Reckoning have proved me wrong. And I cannot be, honestly, I'm very, very happy about this outcome. This gives us probably a third map in the works if Split does go Enigma's way. Because right now, they need to reconsider their entire option of how they're going to be playing Split. Because Reckoning are playing as a team. And while we do have Smoker as the MVP, I would say Pixels was the one who blew this game out of the water, man. He is the
I'm
one.
not gonna lie, yeah, Pixels deserves the spotlight on this one. Easily, he's the best player out of the bunch for this matchup, at least. The way that he was able to run around the map, the way that he was able to take control of the multiple different sidelines, and I think you put it the best way in comparison to anyone else. He was a turret that could land headshots before his opponents even saw anything coming.
Well, that's been pretty much the map of Pine, ladies and gentlemen. Something that we did not expect, honestly. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were looking at Reckoning as the underdogs going into this, and the underdogs have completely changed the game here. And while we do have another game coming up, potentially two more, let's see how it goes on to the map of Split, while Enigma are going to be going into their map, and Reckoning have a task ahead of them. We will be back with the LG Ultragear presents the EC Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, our gaming partner, Intel, who provide the best overall gaming experience and, of course, the best gaming value. So don't forget to follow the hashtag Game with Intel to see what they're up to. And, of course, 656, our apparel partner. We will be right back in just a few minutes to see whether or not Enigma can make this comeback.
From the legends of memory and storage, Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products, precision engineered for speed and stability. Crucial Ballistics.
I'm Ankita. Welcome to Streamer Reviews, the place where you can watch gamers review the best new gaming laptops in the market. Gamers love exploring the vivid detailing of their favorite games. This demands a system that can support their immersive experience. So, we'll be checking out the Intel-powered Lenovo Legion 5, a laptop with features that let you dive into the exciting world of gaming. One of the most important aspects of the Lenovo Legion 5 is its 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, with a base clock speed of 2.3 GHz up to 4.6 GHz turbo. It flaunts 8 cores, 16 threads and 24 MB cache. The Legion 5 lets you untether your gaming experience with Intel Wi-Fi 6, ensuring you can enjoy your favorite games wherever you like. Play on the go with up to 75% less latency. The Lenovo Legion AI engine optimizes performance automatically to any of the top 16 AAA games you're playing, with auto detection dynamically allocating CPU and GPU usage accordingly to get up to 15% more FPS. Speaking of senses, there's another sense that's also important for an immersive experience: sound. Thankfully, the Legion 5 has this covered as well. A pair of stereo speakers enabled with dynamic audio gives you an immersive 3D audio experience. Why wait? Get your own Lenovo Legion 5 and dive into the world of gaming today.
From the legends of memory and storage, Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products, precision engineered for speed and stability. Crucial Ballistics.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gamers review the best new gaming laptops. We gamers are always on the lookout to get more out of our systems. If you're looking for a laptop that can exceed your expectations, check out the Dell G15 gaming laptop. Its 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor surpasses my expectations with a max turbo frequency of 4.6 GHz. It also has a game shift key on the keyboard which triggers a dynamic performance mode to maximize the fan speeds to keep your system cool while the processors push harder. The G15 also sports an Intel Thunderbolt 4 port which boosts your transfer speeds to unbelievable levels with its blazing fast bandwidth of up to 40 Gbps. It also lets you connect all your accessories using a single port. It's obvious that this system is designed to go above and beyond to deliver the results that you desire. Get your Dell G15 powered by 11th Gen Intel Core processor now.
From the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gamers review the best new gaming laptops. We gamers are always on the lookout to get more out of our systems. If you're looking for a laptop that can exceed your expectations, check out the Dell G15 gaming laptop. Its 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor surpasses my expectations with a max turbo frequency of 4.6 GHz. It also has a game shift key on the keyboard which triggers a dynamic performance mode to maximize the fan speeds to keep your system cool while the processors push harder. The G15 also sports an Intel Thunderbolt 4 port which boosts your transfer speeds to unbelievable levels with its blazing fast bandwidth of up to 40 Gbps. It also lets you connect all your accessories using a single port. It's obvious that this system is designed to go above and beyond to deliver the results that you desire. Get your Dell G15 powered by 11th Gen Intel Core processor now.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear presents the Esports Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, with our gaming partners being Intel. Intel delivers the best gaming value by delivering the best overall gaming experience. Make sure to follow the hashtag GameWithIntel to find out more. And of course, our apparel partners are none other than 656. And honestly speaking, ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 was a banger. I have to say, it's been a while since I last pretty much jumped out of my chair, and I was ready and I was reeling to see the end of this entire map. Game number 1 was a 13-9 scoreline from the side of Reckoning, something that we did not expect at all. Because we know for a fact that Enigma have the biggest advantage on the map of Bind. We know it to be one of their best maps, but Reckoning, they did their homework. They did endless amounts of prep. You can see it in the way that they were playing, that they read Enigma like an open book. None of their defaults were working, not a single one. And the rounds that Enigma were able to win was because of their raw mechanical skill and because of their adaptability as a team. But they were not expecting such a retaliation. And now that they're going into the map of Split, their home turf, their home pickup, they have to be shaking in their boots because they don't know what Reckoning have in store for them.
Yeah, that is true. I think that the map of Bind was a complete and utter surprise for the side of Enigma. They're going to have a lot more, technicality involved in the map of Split, I would say, in particular, because of the fact that the one thing that they're going to be considering is, like you said, aggressive. What are Reckoning going to do on this map? What is going to be the composition? They did have a KO on Bind, which is not usually seen, but they worked it perfectly. And then now we go on Split, where KO is used constantly. Are they going to mix it up with something else? Are we going to see a Sky and KO combo, or are we going to see a double duelist combo with a chamber involved? However it is going to work, this is going to be a very interesting map as we move the agent selection. Let's find out what is going to be the picks of both these teams. Are we going to see a Sage, a Chamber? Are we going to see a Viper and Brimstone again? Double controller, double initiator, lots of theory crafting, but here we go. All right, Rafuel's picked up the Jet as usual. We've got Deadly 10 again on the Raze roll. And Smoker seems to be flirting with the Chamber just about in case. Antidote's gone for the Omen role. Remember him playing that quite a while ago. Rexy's back on the server. Hika stepped out, so that's one difference that they've made immediately, thinking that they require it. RVK with the Cypher, the best that we know him to be. And of course, Excali with the Raze. He's going to be just as explosive as he was the last map. He got 19 kills and he was performing individually very well. But this time, it's his team that needs to perform well, or else it's going to be a problem. A double controller looks to be in the question yet again for RGE. Pixels again with that Viper. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Chamber. If there is a breach involved, there has to be somebody to take care of that mid-region. There has to be somebody to take care of the entire site itself if need be. And that's going to be Smoker. While Trio takes care of the sites along with probably Deadly, Smoker and Pixels are going to be the sentinels of this game.
Have to wait and see how this is going to pan out for them. The pickups are there. The breach is present. But then again, I don't see a Jet. So will this be a problem for them though? I don't really believe so. But then again, I'm not an advocate for the breach unless you have a Jet on your team, because a breach and any other combination other than a Jet requires a lot of proper communication, and unless you're able to communicate as a proper unit, it's just not going to be working out in your favor.
Well, let's see how it is going to be working out for them. If at all they've got good communication, like you say, we will have probably Reckoning yet again dominating this game as well. find out. There's a lot of things in store here, ladies and gentlemen. And while the side of Enigma are under pressure, they will have some sort of a game plan. Having gone with this composition, the Cypher has come back into RVK's hands after a long time, I believe. There is a chamber to counter him.
Rexy is back as well.
Yep, Rexy is back as well, and he's playing the Sage. So let's see how this works out for them eventually.
The camera next.
Oh, bad love. That's ballsy. And of course, you get punished for it. All alone going out for that.
Oh my god, that's so much utility by FPS. But then again, I think that this is where all the damage will be done. This is bad. Yep, as soon as I was gonna say it, RVK was on the side of mid. He got the first initial kill. Deadly's gonna be good for one, but I think that's all that he's gonna be able to find. Rio does get the trade up, but it's a little bit too little too late. And one by one, they're gonna start dropping like flies. And Pixels, he's been the danger man for all of this to happen. He's gonna be the one to make it all work, but still, damage has already been done. And Rexy comes in for the last bullet. Does find the kill. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be 0 and 1. Enigma, they take the first initial round in a convincing fashion.
Yeah, but don't fool. I mean, it was pretty much the same story in the last map as well. While they did have a phenomenal pistol round, everything following that was a bit of a stretch to imagine. And now, RGE are on an eco. They are absolutely not investing into anything. All 5 are playing on classics. Forgive me, as soon as I say that, you've got Pixels with Frenzy. And that's still not too much to be going up with. Excali, king across, waiting to see if somebody peeks out from ramp. It's actually RGE waiting for some sort of sound cues to be given. Ultimate orb will be picked up by Rexy. And that's one more added to his tally of getting that forgive me, revive back. And while I lose my tongue, rejuvenation, I was gonna say, because that's what the Sage does. That's what they'll heed for the revive. Utility being thrown by RGE. They're still holding on the side, and this is a very, very heavily set up defense here. They've gambled on A. They're kind of worried about B. You can see that they're holding, expecting somebody to come in from B heaven. And the minute Raw Fuel and Antidote realize that the B side is empty, this is going to be a firefight. But here they go towards A main. They realize that they'd waited long enough. And Rio is still holding down. Finally, he deploys it, but to no avail.
30
That's not
seconds
gonna happen.
left.
They're gonna start dropping like flies. A very well executed anti-eco round. Not even a single kill dropped. And a flawless round and a strong bonus for them in the following. 0 and 2 is perfect. And I really do believe that Enigma, they have gone back to the drawing board. They did switch out their strategies a little bit there, here and now. But we know for a fact how incredible Reckoning are to adapting to any form of strategy that Enigma could bring down to the table. Split has just started. The night is still young. So Reckoning, will you be able to step up to the plate here with the guns that you now have? Or will you falter and give a massive advantage towards the side of Enigma and let them take a 4-0, a possible 4-0 against you?
Pixels with that one-way poison orb. Nobody's going to be coming to... Wait. Hold on. Why did Excali not peek with him?
No. He got caught. There's no way he could have peeked.
Oh. Right. Forgive me.
There was a paint shield. There was a paint shield there.
Not really see it.
Yeah, Deadly threw a paint shell, that's why.
Oh, Antidote has got a good angle. Nope. He's being held by Bad Love. And while Rexy is trying to make strides towards B Heaven, tries to slow his opponents down, get them off any angles if possible. There's a Viper's Wall to worry about and a breach on side. Who is this gonna blow Rexy's head straight off the server? Mocha does go away and RVK is being as sneaky as ever. But Pixels expects it. Calls it out to his teammate. There comes the flash. Pixel gets him. Excali is going to trade back, but he's the only man left now. And in this 1v4, he's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Has to take a fight somewhere. While the B side is empty and he can probably satchel in to get a plant, they're actually letting him do it because they don't want to take any chances with this guy. He is
They
a
really want to
very
save those guns.
yeah.
10 seconds left. Ace.
That nearly went in the other direction really quickly. The Bulldog, yeah, that gun has problems when it comes down to spraying it at that distance. But hey, it's completely fine and dandy. You're still able to find other rounds. You're still able to find out the things that you do really require. So it's completely okay. But now that Reckoning are able to take this first initial round for themselves, it's good for them. Because that last round was a full-on bonus. They were able to go in for the proper upgrades. They have the guns to work with. They have enough money to go in for buys in the following round, even if they do lose out here. But ideally, they want to try and shut down Enigma before they can even get on the plate completely.
Pixels. He throws it again. Oh, he realized that somebody could be up close and he puts it down just straight up. But Raw Fuel's gotten a gap to exploit. He could have just walked into the side. There's Pixels. Peeks out for Rexy. Raw Fuel gets one. Raw Fuel will be traded. Rexy does not peek out. He just jumps away. Frolics to safety. That's a 1-for-1 trade. But to what cost?
Lost the entirety of the A side for themselves, but it's completely fine because Excali comes in hard on that end. Does find the first initial frag, but Deadly's gonna be able to find the immediate trade off. The trades are just so beautiful from both of their sides, and MD, he's gonna be able to find a freebie as well. But again, the trades, man, the trades are just so good every single goddamn time. That's one of the main reasons why they're able to find so much value. But with the plant going down and a 2 versus 2 situation on the cards, beautiful position from the side of RBK. RBK! He needed to find that kill, but Pixels came in at the very end. Pretty much using... Oh my god, he just used Deadly as a living, breathing flash. He was the bullet sponge for this entire thing, and Deadly selflessly went into the side. He didn't give a damn about what's gonna happen to him. He just casually took all of the bullets, and he's like, I trust you, Pixels. I know you're gonna be able to go this far. And Pixels delivered. It's insane to me how beautiful this roster is playing.
Playing pretty well right now, and they've got a really good sense of how Enigma are working around themselves. And there's Pixels immediately finding Raw Fuel. While this is an eco round, Enigma need to be careful. They can win this round if need be. Bad lob. Being a little too aggressive. Gets utility out in his hand, but still gets the kill. Somehow suffices it. And Rexy, well, walks into the crosshair of Pixels out in the open with nothing but a sheriff. A weapon. He's deadly for sure, but the aim needs to be immaculate. And for now, Enigma are not feeling the sheriff as much as they should. And RVK is just gonna be backstabbed. Oh, no, Deadly. Nope.
No one saw that Deadly, don't worry about it.
No, I think he was playing around.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's like, yeah, no one saw it, then it's okay. Nothing to worry about. You have a first dome, just get yourself up on the board once again. 3-2. And now that we have seen another eco round going down through from Enigma, we're gonna now see the buy round come out once more. How will this buy round play out though here is a real question, because currently we do see a little bit of a problem because Excali just casually walked into vents. Oh no, this just could end horribly. The fact that Excali just walked straight in could just basically mean a backstab is imminent. But they're not going to be able to hold for as long as you would have expected because Excali, yeah, he has a forward angle, but he's afraid that someone might be a little bit too close for comfort, and it's going to be Smoker being able to find the first initial kill on the raw field. Now no more entry, but still there is the mid presence. If the chamber dies here, though, that will be the biggest problem. Deadly does find the first initial kill. He's looking for more. He spots out the head, but he gets a little bit too overheated. Rexy's gonna be the thing that shuts him down, and that's gonna possibly just cause the entire foothold to just be lost. Excali, though, still can hold, still can wait. He's trying to see if Pixels will make this rotation, but Excali, free kill for him. He can even knife him if he wants to, but he's not gonna be risking it. Not today, because he knows how much his team needs this round. But Smoker, he's gonna toy with their feelings, but Rawfield's gonna be there for the immediate trade-off. 3 versus 2, and a constantaneous trades from both of these teams. They're fighting, and they're able to get the site for themselves as well. And Rexy, a little bit of a questionable wall, but I guess if it works, it works. He's trying to make the best use out of it.
Yep. RVK has got to the side and he does have the plant down. Bad love. Oh, that's perfectly done. He expects it. He knew that wall is oddly placed and he needs to check every single corner around it. And now he has the orbital strike. He can just put it down to the back of side and catch raw fuel. Who, by the way, I don't think has this dash available. But by the time I can say it, RVK has taken out one. And there's raw fuel getting another. We've got Enigma with another round. And that's exactly what they needed. 3 and 3. So far, it's been toe-to-toe, ladies and gentlemen.
Deadly just overheated himself way too much there at the very end. He got the first initial kill onto the controller of Enigma, mind you. And the fact that you got that pick on the controller basically means you can now run on back. You do not need to over-aggress whatsoever. Because without their smokes, how are they going to enter into a side? If you just play from inside of the side, then you just win. Small mistakes here and there. The players are getting way too overconfident. I understand you won on the map of Binary on 13-9 scoreline, but that does not mean that you can disrespect your opposition. This is still Enigma we're talking about. This is still a tier 1 team that you are fighting. You cannot make these simple mistakes. And hopefully Reckoning, they understand this and slow things down once more. And that's exactly what they're doing. No over-aggressive peaks, just playing it defensive. And all the lineups in the whirl for the side of Pixels.
It's a beautiful one-way smoke that doesn't even allow the opponents to come anywhere close to peeking their angle or even crossing it for that matter. And there it is. They're looking for that B-Heaven play. He doesn't see him. Pixels does. He still gets him though. And bad love. Why does he run out in the open expecting that nobody's going to go across his orbital strike? That's a mistake that he is going to be paying with his own life with. And now it's a 4v2. 4v2 that they need to probably save their weapons in, because Enigma are on top of every single issue in this round. Antidote's got even that kill on the Rio, and it's all on Deadly. 1 versus 4, of course he's going to be taken out. A beautiful round by Enigma, and they are taking things into control on split. They're not playing around in this map.
Now taking in the control, but the coach is like, I'm gonna put a full stop on this. I've seen enough, boys. It's time to sit down with me, Knights of the Round Table style, talk it through. And I really do believe the talk will basically revolve around them giving away too much map control and them overcommitting to way too many fights. The coach is now listening to the players, I believe, just talk it over by themselves before he just gives his input. This is better that way because the players already know what they're doing wrong. I'm pretty sure that Deadly's saying that I overheated way too often. We've seen that. Like, they're over-aggressing as soon as they have that man advantage. That last round, though, wasn't really that big of an issue. Think of it like this. That last round just happened for them. And Enigma, they were just able to take the raw gunfights and they were able to take the win there. Take it easy, take it slow. One step at a time. They need to show Enigma respect because they've already established that split is their home turf. And you cannot be over-aggressive against them.
Yep. And while that may be true, RG are still not giving up on everything. Anything for that matter. They're trying to be their best selves here. But Enigma have got a trick of bags, and these bags are gonna be blowing up in their faces. Pixels, hello. He's just walking, jumping, running out in the open like it's nobody's business. But Deadly will shut down one at least. Antidote will get to the side. Rexy is here. Ant will go down nonetheless.
They have to
3
reach
versus 4 though. And this is going to be a difficult situation because there's a Rolling Thunder and a Showstopper available, my friend. And that is retake material 101.
The angles have already been cleared out. Deadly, he doesn't even need to worry about anything here. Positions primed, that anti, he's gonna start flying up into the skies. Rofio has also been spotted. They know exactly where he is, but bad luck, you gotta find this kill, buddy! And he's gonna be able to get it. Simultaneous one, but they're still not clearing out the elbow angle. Rexy's stuck in a bad corner. Rexy, he needs to find a kill. He's gonna be able to get it. Rexy's gonna be able to find one more. Rexy, you're an absolute beast! And Rexy's gonna be the one to get this clutch. Nothing that he can do. How do you want to survive this? Absolutely no way, shape, or form. Bad love. He's good, but he's not gonna be good enough to find this one. 3 and 5, and Rexy just won them the round.
What a round that was from Rexy. That 3K clutch that he desperately needed for his team to pull out one more round, get the lead a little bit more solidified. Control in the hands of Reckoning in the initial stages of the round. They had man advantage. They even got the kills acquired, but they didn't account for what Rexy could do individually. That threw completely side of RG off guard. Now, RG aggressing towards mid while Deadly does have a good positioning. Rio is the one who's going to be taking up most of the fight here. Sees what? Get whipped. Wait.
Spike down A.
He actually gets it?
Yeah, he got the kill on the Rexy, and Rexy would actually be so mad right now because he hit him through the smoke completely unaimed towards him. He just was spamming out, trying to kill Excali, but in turn he found Rexy. Oh no! Rofio! The timing!
That is just unfortunate. It's
4
not
versus
even his
2.
fault.
How are no, this is just unlucky, man. Enigma are dropping down one after the other like a bunch of flies, and to be honest, it's not even their fault, just like you said. Excali goes in for the aggressive fight, trying to throw them a little bit off their game, but Pixels is ready for it. And of course, there's nothing they can do about it. RGE with another, and they are not giving up just yet.
It's a situation that you can't really get yourself out of, honestly speaking. Just gotta give it up on those cases. Just chalk it up to the fact that, yeah, that is just something that should not have happened. Rofio held that angle for so long, and as soon as he turned away, Bad Love's like, oh, hello there. I heard you wanted some cookies. Oh! Oh, that was a leg! I thought that would have been a kill shot, but instead it was a leg shot in that scenario. That's gonna be tough. But now, it's Deadly's turn. Once again, he's up to his shenanigans with the shotgun. But Excali, I think he knows, but knowing is not gonna be enough because you still gotta find the frags, baby. And it's just not happening. Anti, he's playing a different mind game out here at Deadly. He nearly got away with it. RVK, he wanted to go in for a push, but Bad Love is already ready to give it the backup. And Universe, it's over. It's done and dusted. But Rexy, he's playing those jiggles so beautifully. He gets himself inside of the side. He has a revive available, but all of his teammates, yeah, they're in Narnia. While he's in the real world.
Let's see how exactly it ends up for him. Look at him. He is holding down the gun here. He's waiting. Oh, but that is too much trigger discipline. He could have gone for maybe those 2 kills, but he played it far too long. Surrounded by the sharks when your blood is dripping out. And even the one drop of blood that is smelled by these deadly sharks, they're gonna hunt you down and they're gonna kill you right there. And ironically,
This is a nice spot.
the owner is called Sharky, so...
Yelling in the back.
He's taught them a couple of ways, it looks like.
Oh, whoa. Anti. Calm down, boy. Calm down.
Why would he? Obviously he did not expect them to be doing the same thing again, right? One person out in the open, like it was in the pistol round. There's no way it's gonna be happening like that.
Not a gun round. Not a gun round. All of them are going to be playing together.
Exactly. Pixels will miss the Viper's poison's bite. Oh,
Okay, sure.
Okay.
When I do it, that thing never hits as a headshot. When Pixels does it, it just hits, right? God
yeah.
damn it.
That's Pixels, dude. That's just Pixels. He is a god. And now Rio, looking to be a god himself, will stun one person, but Excali, you know, this is just the example
That's a stun.
of
That's a stun.
everything going wrong for them. There comes the ultimate, of course. There's no way. Is he gonna escape? Yes, he will. The orbital strike came in a little too late, just about a tad second. But look at where Deadly's gotten himself into. That backstab is gonna be paramount to success for this round and probably taking the lead as well. Bad Love is gonna be blinded, and so is Rio, but he throws in the blind himself. Try and get them a little bit of counter control. Bad Love sprays down through the wall. Gets one. Time is of the essence here. Rio gets one more. The spike is nowhere to be seen. And with that, RGE win a brilliant defensive round. A hold of the best order. Counters being done that you honestly would not expect to be coming in that form or sense. You would expect them to just go back. But these guys just throw in stuff like it's nothing. They put a flash, they counter with a flash. They throw in a fault line, they throw in bullets right across it to try and stop them from even entering in. Bad Love sprays down the wall at the perfect time so that Rio can have space to work around with and get distraction kills. And their crossfire, supported by the heaven up above, just was the perfect danger triangle to be between. Beautiful stuff from Reckoning.
Hands out, honestly speaking. It's insane how all of this has happened. Think about it like this, universe. That last round, I believe, is the most textbook defense of split B I've ever seen. The way that Rio played that was incredible. As soon as he heard the wall come up, he threw in a flash onto the pillar, and that pillar flash completely nullified any form of aggression that could have come in from the players who were pushing out of B main. Normally what happens after you push out of B main, the players will instantaneously swing you on the defender side at spawn, and there's no way you can come out of streets. If you are gonna peek out of streets, you're just dead. But instead, that flash pretty much caused them to just be forced onto an angle where the player from under heaven can break the wall and have an angle on top of that while Bad Love is sitting behind the main box. It's incredible when you think about it like that. The amount of crossfire setups being done by Reckoning, it's just phenomenal. They're being anti-stratted to the core. And Formless is doing a really good job of making me hungry. I want sushi. I want sushi.
Oh, that does look delicious. 2,000 yen.
Basically, if I remember correctly, this is $20. Wait, one sec. Double checking.
Well, that's definitely made me hungry. Looks like Smoker's hungry for a kill himself, and Excali is as well. The Viper Spit is gonna give him not just a kill from the opponent team, but a kill from his own team as well. He's killed Rofulov, and he's given the opponents just what they needed, a trade kill. Oh, Smoker was really close to that kill. He could have shot a blind. And here's Bad Love holding down the front lines of the B main side. While the plant is going down, he knows that there's one player here. RVK is always looking around. And Rexy is pushing up towards the opponent's spawn. Bad Love needs to be careful.
Right here.
RVK is such a menace to deal with. He's holding down his own spawn. He doesn't even care. Just about to be killed, it seems like. No! RVK stabilizes his team's weird positioning But Deadly and Bad Love get it back. It's a 1v2 now. There's no goddamn way. Rexy stops him with the operator. Not what he's known for. Brings back the Spectre. Goes for the spray kill. Jumps out with a heal. Bad Love is sticking it.
Rexy in these clutches, man. How does he do it every single time? It's Rexy and these clutches, the 1 versus 2s, 1 versus 3s. This man just does not care. He's gonna make it happen. It's insane. He has no fear and he lives and thrives in these situations. Cool, calm, and collected. And he's the one to bring Enigma to the 6-6 scoreline. It's even Stevens here already, and the map was split. It's just gonna get heated up more and more and more. I'm dumbfounded by how much Enigma is sweating to try and take this win. It's their home turf, but Reckoning, they're possibly gonna be the ones to steal it all away.
Deadly. Okay. Oh! Yo, come on. There's no way that just happened.
Oh. No, 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 no.
What kill? Deadly. There's no way you pull that off, man. Oh, Smoker gets one more. Goes under heaven. Pixels gets RVK. It doesn't even matter. Smoker's well and alive with 100 HP. And while Excali is dumbfounded as to why he didn't get the kill, Pixels will pop out in that meantime and take his life. What a round. Deadly. There's how in the world did he get that kill? There's no goddamn way that was supposed to connect with his HP.
Just deadly doing deadly things. But then again, man, Chamber's just so good. I have to keep bringing up Chamber until every single team in our region start picking up the character. He's too good to not play. And the fact that Enigma have still not incorporated him into their roster and are still using a Cypher is...
I mean, RVK does play the Chamber. I've even seen Rexy play the Chamber at times. But on split, it doesn't seem like they're very comfortable with it because of the dynamic of, you know, him being a little too close cornered. But hey, if the Cypher works out for them, well and good for them. But so far, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, exactly. Experimentation is key, especially with all of these new agents being picked up. Yeah, I like the fact that you're going for old and reliable, but it's not doing you a lot of favors, not just yet. Yep, the damage is also being done on that regard. Here comes the Sheriff from the side of RVK. Good for one, but not good for more than that. And he holding down from the forward route. Rio spots him out and immediately takes him out with the Spectre. Run and gun, it's King. And Raw Fuel. I'm pretty sure that he's a king.
Spike planted.
That will be decrowned soon. He's still sitting on his throne with 34 HP. But Smoker's going to be the one to take it away. The crown is now his. And Reckoning out there going to be able to take an 8-6 scoreline away.
This is a good start in the second half. The pistol round followed up by the second one. Now they're going to be playing on the bonus. If RGE win this, Reckoning are in deep, deep trouble. And given that this is split on top of it, bonus rounds are quite a bit of a menace here. With the range that these weapons provide, they should be good enough. Let's see how RG execute this. Moving in towards mid. Want to probably take out the wall, but nothing's being put up yet by Rexy.
Just waiting to see how it all plays out. Deadly?
No way! Oh! He almost had that! Rexy gets two. Because Bad Love was out in the open, firing out on the wall and could not even retreat when his bullets were over. And while this is all happening, Pixels is trying to make movements towards B main, which has been discouraged because he knows that there's players on B heaven who are holding down the ground here. The B side is heavily guarded. It is a 4 versus 3 on the B side. Well, Antidote's the one player on A. We have an Excalibur and Rexy will shut him down. Another flash to come in for Rio, but it doesn't even matter. Rofio's playing the anti-flash and he will be able to get that kill. 8 and 7, Enigma hit back on their buy round.
7, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it all pans out. You win out on the pistol, you win out on the anti-eco, but as soon as it comes down to the buys, Enigma, they're a completely different beast to try and poke and prod here. Taking it slow and taking it steady, though, it's smart. It's well balanced and it's well done, but they need to try and win out on this round as well. That last round was just an eco round for them, and I really do believe that if Deadly was able to find that kill on Rexy and was dusted, them losing that control pretty much shut them down, but what?
Yeah, he teleported away. He was closer to the one that was actually far away than the one that was closer by to him near the Kabi position. And that teleport was actually a 200 IQ Omen type teleport. But he held down his ground for a little too long. He got to pay the price of it. Deadly walks out yet again with just his judge and the facing the wrong angle. Enigma yet again look to stabilize this map. 8 and 7. Soon to be 8 and 8 it seems like. While the last game was looking to be a more RGE focused game, this is evenly spread out. Enigma not really having the footprint that they wanted to establish in this game.
Spike down.
Timings are also not in their favor at all. The stars are not aligning and reckoning. They're crumbling under that pressure. Backing on off though from this sideline, Pixels is making his way up. But for now at least, they're not going to be able to get any value. Pixels is going to save his gun. There's no reason for him to go in for a push or even go in for kills. Smart from him, because now that he has this gun to work with, he can just wait out here and just relax and just think of a plan for the following round. And I really do believe that this following round, yeah, it's going to be an eco, but it's a very winnable eco because of the Phantom that he has saved up for his team.
And he doesn't have a spit, so if they establish that and allow him to play the sneaky game that he usually does play, that Viper Spit could be the winning factor. All they need is one kill, and looks like they're looking for it on the A side. And Raw Fuel, if he goes up to be aggressive by even one bad choice, he's gonna give away the entire A side. He's holding down the ground just near the site. Here goes the fault line. There comes the blind as well. The flashes work. Deadly goes up in the air, but oh my god, Smoker! He destroys him. 2 kills they find.
It was Baker.
And here we go. That Viper Spit, like I said, is the win condition for this. And Pixels is counting on it. 3 versus 3. There's even an Orbital Strike to work with. And for that, Bad Love needs to stay alive.
See, oh, he deals a good amount of damage because of his spam. Now RBK, he's gonna make his way up as well. All of the angles are covered beautifully, but here comes the Orbital Strike, even delaying it further. How much more can you do to try and get this one banner? Stop! Here comes the judge! Here comes the damage, but no, they're still not gonna be able to hold! Just one more! Just take this fight! Just kill it! Yes, that's gonna be it! It's over! It's not and dusted! There's no way Rexy's gonna be able to clutch this one! This round was way too close for comfort, and they are able to win out on an eco! Mind you, this was an eco round.
If they had spammed one bullet into that smoke, into the direction that he was sitting, game would have been over. Enigma would have won that. But nobody spammed. Why? There were 3 players. Given that one player stuck the defuse, there were 2 players there. They held the angle. They could have just spammed it. Both of them together could have spammed it from 2 different angles. And there would have been nothing left but the remains of Bad Love there. They let him sit there. He heard the defuse. They didn't see him push. They expected him to come from the other side. And he immediately placed down both the defuser and the one defending him. And now with the ultimate that they go in, Deadly! That weapon, my friend, in that range is not your friend.
This is how it all falls apart, I guess.
Such a good round from RGE, and then they just go and throw it all up on the B main side with a judge.
I understand why Deadly likes it, but man, you just gotta know when to not commit to a fight. That judge at that range does not work. Maybe on some occasions it does work, but not on everything. They're probably kicking themselves for that one.
Oh, Rexy spots him out. He's got RVK to his support as well. He does have a camera pan towards a heaven. While he did spot out one of them, there's a lot of utility from RVK being put out here. That's causing trouble to RG. Bad Love, the only one standing on the A side, while his teammate is all the way on to B. This has to be a save. He's got a Phantom, and there's no use for his tour de force. The spike is far, far away from him, and every player of Enigma is just standing to guard it. 9 and 9.
seconds left.
Back we go again to the same scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. It's round 0, and this honestly was, if Deadly had anything apart from that judge, Phantom, Vandal, Spectre, Guardian, Bulldog, Sheriff, that round would have been over. Right there. With that 1 kill onto Antidote, that round could have ended on the B side with Reckoning winning it out, and this would have been 10 and 8. But that judge throws them off because Deadly could not finish off that kill.
The coach is now giving them the talk that they need to switch something out here. It's not working for them the way that they're playing everything. And they need a proper game plan now. The shenanigans that they were doing, Enigma have caught on to that. And they are not happy about any of it. They are retaliating in many a form.
Oh boy. Reckoning. They've got something up their sleeve now. And while YB also will be wondering what his team can do in the rounds to come, because Reckoning are being so unpredictable for the moment. But at the same time, there are so many different aspects to how they're playing. While the one round that they did execute so well, the immediate next one was a blatant B rush on the back of a Rolling Thunder, which went completely useless in the end. And now, because of which, we've got a round where RGE are on SMI buy, and Deadly yet again with that judge, this time towards mid. This is the right place to be with a judge, not B main when you know you've got a couple of long range fights. Bad Love. He's getting closer and closer to the B heaven side, and I'm kind of confused about this approach on the side of RGE. They split up across the entire map, and they are looking for an opening, but they haven't found anything as of yet. They know that there's a tripwire on towards A heaven, and they know that that's exactly probably where RBK is playing. And here's Raw Fuel with the one weapon we know he can cause the most damage. Blind comes as a retaliation to fault line. Grenades being thrown in. Deadly goes into the smoke, finds the kill. And now it's all on Antidote, who gets taken out. Here comes the ultimate from the side of Enigma, but it's far too late. They've taken control of the side. They've got everything that they need. They know even where Excali is. Bad Love's taken out Raw Fuel, and this is game over.
Swing. It's a fast one for them. That's all up to RVK. How does he want to play it? I don't think he has a clue in the world now what he's walking into. Two separate crossfires. Bad Love's waiting for it. Spots out one head. There's no way he's gonna be able to find that second. Thrifty round, ladies and gentlemen. For the side of Reckoning. And this is what I mean. Like, both of these teams, they know how to pull off these thrifties.
Yeah, but today hasn't been a thrifty day at all for Enigma. I've not seen them take a single thrifty round so far. The only way that they have been putting force has been in their buy rounds, which has been working well for them. But at the same time, those buy rounds are being so heavily turmoiled by economic damage that their confidence is dropping because they are dropping players as well. And now Enigma are yet again on the back foot.
The thing is, Universe, I think the issue is because Enigma are just not able to read the defaults of Reckoning. Reckoning know Enigma's defaults so well. But on the other side of the spectrum, that's not the case.
Well said. The defaults are causing up to be a stir. Reckoning, like I said, they're being as unpredictable as possible. They're shifting up their game every single round. They're showing presence in mid, B, and A. And they're trying to be the most unusual team possible so that Enigma do not have a read at all. This time, while Enigma are moving in towards B main, they've got Excali Antidote doubled up over here. This is a dangerous spot to be in because Pixels is not going to move an inch until that B heaven take is done. And Smoker's made his way here, and there's Excali who's got a little bit of something to say, but Pixels immediately answers back with 2. Rawfuel gets 1, he's alone on side. This is a 1v3 for him. But he gets 1 and he runs away. That's exactly what he needs. Bad Love turns his back, gives it to the face of Rexy, and now it's a 1v3 for Pixels to execute. Looks for 1, gets 1, but because he's down to 10 HP, he gets spammed easy across those boxes. 10 and 10, and Enigma somehow find another.
Not even a somehow. That was an aggressive push from the side of B main, getting Excali that first initial frag, and then Rawfuel just was a phenomenal play. He knows how to take those peaks and he knows how to get away with the kill. If Rawfuel missed that shot onto Rio while he was pushing, this was over. Because there is no way Rawfuel's going to get out of that alive. They were not expecting him to push a Viper wall. Rawfuel's a madman. To push a Viper wall like that, you pretty much are putting your life on the line. But Rawfuel doesn't care. He lives and breathes off the danger. And you know for a fact that I called it. Rawfuel, he doesn't care what you're using. He's gonna kill you, and he's gonna send you back to your maker.
Are you joking? They just spammed across their wall and found Rexy's kill like it was nothing. But thankfully, Rawfuel traded it back. They know that Excali's here as well. And there it is. Enigma find themselves a couple of kills through the smokes. Kills. All the same at the moment. As Enigma find the lead after a long time here. Could this be the end? Because Reckoning do not have money. And if they lose this, they're gonna have to fight for overtime.
I think the smarter option would be to go in for a save here. 2 rounds is not that much to fight for an overtime. They can still do it. But only if they have the buys. But they shouldn't be risking a force here. Just play for a save. That's the best option you have.
Well, let's see what they've got. They have won multiple ecos so far, and now Bad Love with the 1 Hero Vandal. Looks for 1, gets 1, but he's got more to worry about. And Excali will trade back. That's a good trade to come in immediately. But a weapon's been dropped far away from them, and Excali wants to steal it away. He does not want to give it to them. And while Pixel is setting up a very interesting lineup here. Wait.
Oh, he missed.
He missed that. Yeah, he missed that.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rawfuel though, he takes a good chunk of damage. That damage alone is going to be a very costly one. Smoker, he does get himself up on a forward position at the bare minimum. He has a little bit of HP to work with and some information, but not much here because Enigma, they're wrapping around. They know for a fact they don't even need to play inside of the side. They can play it for a retake. A 3 versus 4 situation, what are they worried about? Because Reckoning, they need to be the ones who enter into the side, into their awaiting arms.
That pixel perfect bullet hit Antidote right where it needed to force him off the angle, but he's stuck in this corner. 16 seconds left on the clock. They need this plant as badly as possible. They're going for it, and it's on to Antidote to stop it, and he will. And that's round done right there. Pixels will try to re-establish something, but it's just going to be in the form of one kill. Reckoning concede match point. And now we stare down the barrel of Ascent.
We don't know it just yet.
Not yet, but we are staring there. Not going down that road. Still
Someone needs to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
We'll all find it out right now. Two more points required for Rio to get his Rolling Thunder back. 2 more points for Bad Love to get the Orbital Strike. If they play for the ult farm, I honestly believe they should be able to do a lot. Just grab out 2 ult points, 1 on either side, and just play around that. That would be the better and more optimum plan than just to try and take fights here. But I don't think they're opting to go in for it. They want the mid control. And they want to fight it as fast as they possibly can. Scally. Dangerous game.
Yeah. Peeking out like that in the open when you know that Rexy can't really peek out with you and support you out in the open. That's an advantage that they will take with open hands. That's the one man who's been causing a lot of trouble apart from Raw Fuel.
Resurrection. This is bad because they have a resurrection. They can just easily go in for it.
Yeah,
oh, this is a fake.
This is a fake, but I don't think they're falling for this. They know that the mid region's empty. There it goes. The resurrection comes in, but they are going towards the A side. RVK is aware of this, and now he has to fight with his life. There comes the kill. Deadly just flicks onto his head like it's nothing, and RVK's day goes from bad to worse. Antidote's aware of the flank. He's gonna get pixels for sure here. That's a free kill, and now they can concentrate on the side. But the one problem is, Bad Love again has his orbital strike.
He's just gonna wait for it. Little bit of noise, that's all that he needs, and Rio's gonna need to be the one who gives him all of the callouts. Rio, he has such a beautiful angle to work with, but he's holding it in the wrong form. Timing! Again, it's always the timing! That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be another. Final kill's possibly gonna be going on towards the face of Raw Fuel. He has the knives, but the knives are just not gonna be enough for him. He gets spotted out and he gets killed out as well. Send back home packing. 11 and 12. And the Mafo split is not yet over yet, universe.
It most certainly is not. We are looking at overtime possibly, or we just moved to Ascent, ladies and gentlemen. This has been quite an extensive competition between these two teams leading up to this map here. To this point, we are at the final round of split, and it is a very tensed up moment here. Divided by thin lines, these two teams. Thin line that could break out on the side of either overtime and keep extending, or it breaks out completely and we fall straight down to Ascent. Let's see which way it goes. Enigma fighting for the win, hoping for the win. And RGE hoping for another fighting chance. Take this and finish this as a 2-0.
Pixels. He's just gonna wait and see how it all pans out for him. Deadly though. He's looking to see if he can get away with murder out here. But not today. They're not giving him any form of space. The wall does go up. It has been broken down though. So he now needs to worry about that angle. He can't just give it up completely. Raw Fuel. Yeah, I think Smoker's dead.
Wouldn't be so sure. Just yet.
Sure. He jumped that angle 3 times, and I don't think he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
It's about timing here. And Smoker stopped jumping exactly. Look at this. He peeks out exactly when Raw Fuel goes aside, but he does not stabilize where he needs to look. Rafuel gets two. Deadly comes out, but Rafuel finds a third. And the man might have just ended all of it for the side of RGE. Rexy with the penultimate kill. And Pixels, you've got 5 seconds left in a dream that you will not be completing, my friend. Map of split goes to the side of Enigma. We are having a look at Ascent in a couple of minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
We expected it to be a 3-pointer. 3 maps guaranteed, but at the same time, the map of split was just way too close for comfort. We knew how this was going to pan out. We knew for a fact that this was going to go down over to the third map, regardless of what situation happened. And at the very end, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it all panned out. A little bit rough when it came down to that regard. We expected it to be a little bit more of a map that would be going in the favor of Reckoning, but that was not really the case. Enigma, they just knew how to close out the map even better, and I do believe that Reckoning, they spent way too much time trying to feel out the map on the last round instead of trying to go in for an execution. They played it way too slow, allowing Enigma to get into proper positions. And of course, just as I said, like, Smoker was going to die there. Rafuel, he played it so patiently. He didn't give up the angle, and he had the perfect timing. He just read them like an open book, and he was able to do it. Let's head on down over towards the match highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Relive all of those moments from top to bottom, so then we can break it down for you, because I do believe this entire set was a mind game of the IGLs. The way that they played around each other, every single strat being called was on point. It was done to perfection. And Enigma, they were able to rise up to the challenge right at the very end to take the win away.
It required to go to the very last bit of this map to get Enigma the win that they needed. And now we go to Ascend, which is far more different from both these maps that we've seen. Enigma and Reckoning both are pretty decent on Haven, forgive me, on Ascent. But I'm going to be on absolute ground zero on this. I have no opinions whatsoever as to who I think is going to be ending this series with a win, just because of the fact that we've got Ascent, the ground zero map of Valorant, being played in the end. And yet again, we've got Rafuel with an explosive performance. Bad Love this time on the other side with 22. And Pixels as consistent as ever, keeping his track record clean with 22 himself as well. This has been Pixels' series so far. While Enigma have caught up, there is quite a bit more to do. We have one more map to go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be a lot more competitive than this one, I believe. This is not ending up anytime soon. There's a feisty competition going on. There's going to be blows exchanged. But one side going to give up a little more than the other. We will find out in just a couple of more minutes. Don't forget, stay tuned and check out our sponsors down below. While you do all of that, we will be back with the third map. You are watching the LG Ultragear presents Tec Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, our gaming partner Intel, who provide the best gaming value by providing the overall best gaming experience. And don't forget to follow the hashtag GameWithIntel to know more. And of course, our apparel partner 656. We'll be back in just about a few more minutes. This is turning out to be a hell of a match.
From the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Hi guys, this is Zaya and welcome to Streamer Reviews, where gaming streamers review the best new gaming laptops. Gamers are an impatient bunch, and I've got a laptop just for you. Let's look at the top 3 reasons why the Acer Predator Helios 300 is perfect for the impatient gamer. Number 1. Its 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, which brings out the potential of the GPU's high-speed GDDR6 memory to ensure faster experience with higher frame rates and lower latency. Gamers hate long load times. That's why our second reason is the Helios 300's 2TB PCIe SSD. The SSD operates at PCIe Gen 4 speeds, giving you incredible read-write speeds for a faster response time. If all this wasn't enough, check out reason number 3. The 5th Gen Aeroblade 3D technology plus Vortex Flow, which lets you say goodbye to heating issues. Shout out to the Predator Sense dashboard, which lets you monitor your system, overclock, and customize everything instantly from one place. I think it's clear that this system is geared for super fast results. Get your Acer Helios 300 powered by 11th Gen Intel Core processor now.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the LG Ultragear presents Esports of Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, with our gaming partners being Intel. Intel delivers the best gaming value by delivering the best overall gaming experience. Follow the hashtag GameWithIntel to find out more. And of course, our apparel partners are none other than 656. We're going to be jumping into the match. I don't care what's going to happen. I don't care what is going on the outside world. What I am really interested about is what's going on here in the plane of Valorant. 13-9 for the side of Reckoning first initial map, 13-11 for Enigma. And now we're here at the decider for Ascent. A map where we know for a fact Reckoning, they're the most comfortable and no one has ever beaten them, and they've also gone in for the biggest comeback in history that we have ever seen on the Gauntlet. It was done by them against Team Valor. Enigma, they have to be shaking in their boots, but then again, morale will be low on the other end because of the way that Reckoning lost. But for Enigma, they will be ecstatic because they have their second chance and they could keep their undefeated streak going.
Yeah, while this is true, we should know that this is no Team Valor. This is Team Enigma we're talking about. Enigma Gaming are one of the best teams out there, and we do have them just as good in Ascent. They've got a pretty good lineup, and I'm pretty sure that Rexy is going to be continuing, so they're going to have that boost of confidence that they had from the previous match since he came. He did a pretty good job of stabilizing the team in terms of their defenses, playing as a Sage. But let's see how it all goes down. To be honest, like I said earlier, I have no opinions about this. It's just about one and one factor only, and that is entertainment. Right now, that is all people are looking for. That is all they want to know. Who is going to be winning? It all ends on Ascent. And I think that we are going to be having quite a matchup on this. I don't know if it's going to be a landslide victory. Is one team going to be the victim of fatigue? Are they tired? It all depends on the first half, how it all ends up. Are Enigma going to be able to stabilize against the unpredictability of RGE, or is this going to end with RGE taking the cake for themselves?
Possibly could. They could take the cake, not even take a slice, take it all away and gobble it down like a Tasmanian devil, but we don't really know just how things are going to pan out for them. The map of Ascent can be quite unpredictable when two teams of equal skill level, I will say they're at equal skill levels, guaranteed, go up against one another, because now things are a lot more, I would say, under wraps from the side of Enigma now that they have finally figured out exactly how to play the map to the best of their own abilities. But then again, can you personally say that they're in control? No. Because Reckoning, they know how to adapt, they know how to learn, they know how to evolve. And on Ascent, we know for a fact that they have a lot of different strategies that they can play around it. They know how to take the mid control away. They know how to regain the mid control. They know how to play aggressive based upon the mid control that they're going in for. It's all about playing from that mid. And if you're able to do it perfectly, if you're able to corral your opposition into a position where they are not comfortable, things are not going to be looking that good for you. And I do believe that the agent selection is ready and prepped up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into that soon. But as we are going to be setting that one up, again, I want to ask you, Universe, what do you think the compositions are going to look like? Because I'm expecting a KO from both sides, because KO on the map of Ascent is pretty much the dominant force instead of picking the sky.
I do expect a KO from RGE, although for Enigma, I'm not quite sure whether they're going to go for it. I don't see anybody in particular who does play the KO to the best of their abilities on, the map of, the agent KO itself. RVK is going to be sticking to his either kills or a Cypher role. If he wants to go for a chamber, maybe that. Rexy is going to be playing the Sova. We know Excali is either going to be playing the secondary initiator role as a Sky, or he's going to be playing the Arena. So I don't see a KO from Enigma, but I do see a KO from RG. Let's go to the agent selection while we do talk about it, because I think a KO has already been locked with that first sound cue that I just heard.
KO's gonna get locked up. And I told you, Excali has a high chance playing this KO.
Oh, well, I'm glad that he is playing it. Now he's pretty much touching every single agent that he possibly can. The KO is going to be picked up on both sides. Enigma are ready. rocking and rolling in this. Rexy is actually the one playing the Killjoy role in this map. RVK is going to be sticking to the Sova. And while Deadly is playing that Jet, he's iconic with that one in this game. Padlov has transitioned to that Sentinel slash Flex role that we all know him to be. If need be, he can come back onto the duelist role, but it looks like it is going to be a single duelist across both ends with a similar pickups of agents. There's going to be no difference unless Rexy suddenly decides to go for the chamber, which would be a good choice, but I'm not quite sure at this point they're going to be changing up their lineups.
Yeah, they're just gonna hold it down.
Select your agent.
Ascend is one of the few maps I would say I prefer an Omen over the Brimstone because it allows you to go in for a lot more fakes, a lot more one-ways, and it plays into just having a lot of aggressive teleports that you can use around the map to take advantages. So it can pan out really well. It's okay. But for now, at the bare minimum, both of these teams, they're running the exact same composition. There's no real advantage on the compositional standpoint. It's all about the team play and synergy. Whoever plays it better will be the one to take it all away.
Well, that is true. The coach of RGE doing a pretty good job so far, having his team play the disciplined game that they usually do. YB, the man who has led Enigma to quite a bit of a rise, is looking down at them right now, trying to understand how the hell did RGE make them sweat this much.
Just gonna wait and see. 4 seconds left. We're not gonna make any form of predictions for this map because I believe that this map panning out the way that it's supposed to will paint a picture for all of us of how insane this entire game will be. Rio though, he spots out one of the players and raw fuel. He could just be the one to send him to Jesus here already. Rio, do you want to go there?
Alive. Well, he has advantage in terms of a smoke to play around with no. Fuel takes him out, and now RGE have already lost 2 players. They did trade back with 1. Pixels needs to find another, and here's Rexy being completely cornered. There's no way he's winning that. 3 versus 3 now, and it's all on to the players on site. Enigma, I've got information about 1. We'll get information about the remaining 2. Now they run in. Rockfuel gets 1. Pixels with 3. But the one thing they don't know is that Scally's playing around with the smoke, but Bad Love just spams him through. The awareness of these players has been absolutely brilliant across all 3 maps. And RGE lead with the pistol in the final map.
Just that has gotta be painful. You played that one so beautifully. You got the side execution. You were able to take full control away from the player of backup side. Rio just couldn't do a damn thing there. And then everything falls apart when it came down to the retake. Rexy needed 1 kill, just 1. He was just unable to get it. Stars in the line for him, but for Deadly, I believe that he should be the one to take it, but it's a raw fuel. Mwah. Chef's kiss. He deserves that.
Oh, wow. Antidote. Could find 2. No. He's gonna get 1, but RVK supports him, and that's just as good. Bad Love pushes in to try and get the kill onto Rexy, but all he's gonna have is a couple of bullets served to his chest, thanks to Rexy himself. And how on earth have RGE lost this? A flawless Thrifty. What a round.
Said about them being the god of thrifties. Yeah, they're back.
It is just 1 round, aggressive. You can't just throw it all out on for the grand scheme of things. So far, RGE have had the upper hand of winning thrifties and semi-buys. They've won it at least 3-4 times maybe across 2 maps. Can't count them out just yet. Let's see how it does end up though, because now the side of Enigma have an upper hand. And they're going in for this B execute, it seems. 3 players committed here, one of whom's holding down the spike and the mid region. The other 2 try and make their way towards B main. They've been detected. Deadly Ten's hoping for a kill either towards the mid region. Oh, he actually gets away. And oh, Rexy!
Deadly!
He's saved by just a centimeter. Deadly's actually pushed up. How? Wait, what? Wasn't somebody already on high mid? Why has this been allowed? How has that been allowed? Rexy's been hit once, and he's probably going to be hit twice as well. Unless Deadly finds that kill. He does not. He's got a backstab to worry about. If Scally comes out, will shut him down, thankfully. But before that, Deadly's going to take down Rexy with him to the depths of hell. 3 versus 3. And Enigma are flabbergasted. Scally will get one, but here's Rio standing out in the open with a recon in his hands. And Smoker left to defend it all by his lonesome. A Sheriff
30 seconds left.
and a lot of utility to work with, but I would say save the utility, my friend.
Yeah, at this point. Smoker is not going to be able to do that much. 1 and 2, it's not the end of the world, I would say, because I would personally expect this to be the most influential eco round that I've seen in a while. The defenders got 2 kills, and the opponents were not able to get the spike line down, so they didn't really get that much of an advantage. The defenders really didn't get a lot of advantage, but they did nullify the extra 400 credits that they would have gained if they got the spike line down. So at the end of the day, that's a silver lining, but how many silver linings are they hoping for? Because they need round wins. And now that they have the guns in their hand, they have the best opportunity to do exactly that.
Coming straight in, they cut out the KO knife. There goes the counter KO knife, and it gets a lot of information. Deadly's taken out Excali, and that's one dangerous entity removed. Enigma have got 4 more players left. They're hoping to create something with this, especially given that Rexy has his lockdown available. And down it goes.
I like that.
Gonna try and stop them in their tracks. Smoke comes up as well. Deadly's got a good angle. That recon is actually gonna... Oh, just about a second late. Rexy did not have vision. Forgive me. Deadly did not have vision. And at the end of that recon, are 2 kills coming in easily on the side. 2 more left for them to find on the side. One who's still rotating and coming in towards Gardens. Oh, Rio. He's got so many kills like this beforehand itself. But not too many. He's gonna be flanked, it seems, by Raw Fuel. And while he has picked up a Phantom, still a very, very difficult round for him to find. 1 versus 3. 2 players are low, but what he doesn't know is gonna be killing him. And that's Antidote. From the shadows, 3 and 1, Enigma have the lead in the early stages of the game.
I don't see Rise up. So taking 1 and 3 scoreline away, but then again, Universe, this is not the way that it's supposed to pan out here. This round was supposed to be a round victory for the side of Reckoning, but I do believe they utilized their utility a little bit too early. That's how they suffered for it. Normally you want to throw the fragments after a certain extent, because you want to wait for the last 5 seconds of the Killjoy lockdown to give your teammates enough time to finally go in for a push forward, get into a proper position, then use the fragments to slow them down or just cut off the support that the Jet could have had so that Deadly can easily go in first and take a fight from that regard. But Pixels! Missing out on crucial shots like that, my man. That's not going to bring you any advantages.
Okay. Oh, he could have gotten 2, gets 2, gets 3! Oh, that's gonna be easy pickings for him. Like apples falling off a tree, and he's got a basket big enough the size of a city to catch him. Deadly will get 1 in return though. Dashes into the side, a very bold move from him. Gets 1 more, looking for it. Not gonna be connecting any of those knives. Antidote will take him down, and that's gonna be 4 and 1. Enigma looking sturdy on Ascent so far, and the immediate response is a timeout. RGE are struggling here, and of course, this is for their life on the upper brackets of the playoffs and to maintain their names as the unbeaten team of TC Gauntlet until the upper bracket final. Whoever wins this, ladies and gentlemen, goes straight into the finals of the TC Gauntlet Season 4.
Poor bracket.
Well, let's see how it turns out for them. The one interesting fact of the matter has been that Reckoning are not really holding on to their guard as much. They're playing aggressive, they're being ambitious, but it's ending up blowing up in their faces a little bit because they're not able to keep up with the pace of Enigma, who are constantly shifting between 0 and 100 in just a couple of seconds. They're going fast and aggressive, and then they hold back immediately, and they switch off the pace yet again. And that's what's been throwing RGE off, because now RGE are not able to keep up with the unpredictability that is Enigma. They've realized what they're doing, that their defaults are pretty much read, studied, and completely understood by RGE. So they're shifting up gears now by taking out the pace of their entire game. And here they go towards the A side with the null command. Pixels and Deadly. There's nothing they could do. Their aim battles did not allow them because they were still stabilizing their positions. They're still establishing them. And look at this already. They're done. They're going in for the save already here. 2 players died. And that's over.
Yeah, that's the most optimal move. You do not want to go in for that fight at all. Because you know for a fact that your opponents didn't use any utility to try and enter that site. What? Only one null command and that's it? You gotta worry about flashes, you have to worry about the 0 point. You have to worry about Rexy being an absolute Chad with his own nano swarms. There's too much stuff to be worried about here in this regard. That's how they're gonna be falling if they're not careful.
Well, they are going in for fights here and they're trying to get rid of every single weapon available to them. And they are going to be winning this round. A flawless for the side of Enigma as they establish dominance yet again. A much needed dominance too, I would say.
Yep. This will be a massive confidence boost for them. And with this confidence, they can carry it forward to gain an endless amount of momentum. But then again, you should not count your apples before they start to ripen. So for now, they need to establish this round. If they're able to get it, I guarantee you that if they are able to get to their 1-7 score line, they have a high chance of trying to bring it all back. And here comes the damage, here comes the shots, and Raw Fuel. He's just playing all the mind games that he possibly can. Rio finally shuts down the menace that is Raw Fuel, but it's not enough. They need more. They need way more to bring this one back.
He's holding down the perfect angle. There's no way Badlov's gonna get there unless a flick and a half of the wrist gets him something to work with. And now Badlov's hoping to probably find one more kill and activate that lockdown. But there is RVK waiting for him, and that's the problem though. He's the only one who had a counter to that ultimate. And Excali, being the sneaky little bugger that he is going up from Gardens to come in from A shot and find a free kill.
No one's holding A shot? Wait a minute!
The reason they were not holding A shot was because Rio just wrapped up from them.
I
Rio
know, but still,
just
someone can
came
just
through.
someone can still push you from the back end. No one was holding A short. You cannot tell me that that is not a common angle for someone to hold.
It is a common angle, but I think that they at that moment were banking upon the fact that Rio just cleared out that area, and maybe for a couple of more seconds they wouldn't have to worry about it. But Excali found the perfect timing because he heard the sound cues perfectly, and he just walked in, got the kills that he needed, moved back, and let the spike do the rest of the job for him.
falling apart for them. Deadly out of the desperation. He pulls out an operator.
Down B.
Rio. Wait. Rexy? Oh, they're doing it! Oh, here it is! He gets the spike! And they've got the ace side!
Oh
And
my
the 300
God.
IQ, the 1000 IQ playing here. What a beautiful strategy!
Oh, wait,
what a time to execute it.
God damn it, I know. Oh my god.
The Omen
Fucking think about
teleport
it.
works to perfection as Enigma have got control
Oh
and
my
they've got
God.
Excali
God
just
damn it.
absolutely ruthlessly destroying his opponents. There comes the crossfire. RGE outplayed, outmaneuvered, and outmatched.
Outgunned.
Beautiful stuff.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. RVK, he just needs to waste time.
Yep.
He just needs to waste as much time as he possibly can. Just a couple of more seconds of wastage. It's good. He's won it. He's won it. It's over. Good night. Bye-bye. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams, Rio, because you're going to get sent back home. 1 and 7 on the scorecards and a beautiful round coming in through from the side of Enigma. Oh my god, Enigma, that play was insane.
You all have to know that when that play happens, there's gonna be one Omen player who's gonna completely mess you up. That's almost unbeatable because you never know when it's gonna come. You expect it to be a normal rush, and then comes the Omen ultimate, completely open A side because they've got the spike. The opponents are flabbergasted. Enigma at the absolute top of their game right now, ladies and gentlemen. They've turned up on Ascent in the best way possible. And they've done it to absolute perfection.
Happy! You want me?
He is being expected. But he's stuck into a corner that
He's not
I'm
being
pretty
expected.
sure he is. Smoker knows it.
No, he
was
doesn't.
checking that angle.
Headshot.
But he still got the better of him thanks to the aggressive position towards that right side of the cubby corner in mid. Now it's a 4 versus 3 that is still in the hands of RGE. They've got to retake material. The syllabus is in their hands. But will the question paper have something that every student dreads? A question out of the textbook. And that could be Antidote, I believe. He's the one who needs to pull this on, or I believe he's going to be the one to get this victory for his team. Rio going to be the counter agent to this. He's going to get one. Raw Fuel immediately trades it over. And now Antidote looking to be the win condition of this round in this 2 versus 2. Pixels is having nothing but a judge to work with. And that is a very, very dangerous position to be in. Long range fights are not your friend. And Antidote's in the perfect position.
Yeah, no one's gonna clear him.
Enemy
Yep,
remaining.
I
This
knew
is
it.
over.
It's over. No one's gonna clear him. A judge in hand of Pixels. He's gonna move around. Garfield's gonna take the shot. 1 and 8. Not again. Not again. We are looking at Enigma just taking full control of the map of Ascent.
Few rounds this has been from the side of Enigma. RGE won that first pistol. Since then, it's been Enigma, and just Enigma. 8 and 1. Domination certified here. Absolute wonderful joy to watch these players. There goes the countermeasures. A lockdown to try and stop anything from happening, but there is one available for the defense as well. Rob, wait, what?
No, you gave up the spray, man! You gave up the spray!
Deadly. You gotta wait till your kill's completely done. Bad Love coming on the backstab has also been spotted. They know he's gonna do some sort of a crazy maneuver to try and get this, but it's done. 4 versus 2. Save your weapons, my friend. You've got no money, absolutely nothing in the bank.
Just like you in real life. Okay, never mind.
Player standing.
Okay then, thank you.
I'm sorry, I just had to. There's no way I could not. God damn it. And Excali's gonna send another person down to his grave. Ouch.
Oh boy. What a game this has been from Enigma. 9-1. And it's absolutely amazing the way that they're playing this. Brilliant strategies from Enigma on Ascent. They've turned up the heat to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. They've left RGE in the ashes. There's absolutely no counter to this. Finally, they're being aggressive themselves, but Rexy handles it well, gets a kill, pulls off B main as well to try and not let RGE gain any more control, while the A side is being slowly gained upon by Excali and Antidote. There's only one man here to protect it, and that is Pixels, and Rexy is busy keeping the members of B at B. Oh boy. Okay.
BM King for a reason.
He's just having fun now.
Enemy remaining.
And Raw Fuel will shut down the penultimate person trying to get this on back. A Sheriff and a Dream for Bad Love. And Excali will shut him down. Yep. Throw it right down. Upgraded pistols as well.
Round in the hand.
And Enigma are on cloud 9. I don't think there's anything that can stop them right now.
11-1, I think that this is gonna happen. Even if they get this round, it's only a 10-2. The 9-3 curse doesn't exist.
It most certainly doesn't, but at the looks of it, Aggressive, it looks like 11-1. There comes the null command. We'll push everybody back. That Killjoy utility is practically useless. Bad Love is looking to activate it, but he's got everything snatched away from him, except for that one turret. And look at where Raw Fuel already is. Oh no, Raw Fuel, he had the perfect angle.
What a shot!
Excali!
Oh,
He goes through!
God.
He gets to! My god, this guy is a dangerous being. RVK trying to dodge it, but a little too slow on the movement. 2 versus 3 now.
They expect him.
Antidote's got the perfect positioning. He's got Rexy to his support. Both of them on generators. Will double up. Will try to get each other's back covered, but Pixels comes through, and it is gonna be 10-2.
It's Smoker's not having a good game at all. I have never seen Smoker give this level of a performance.
I actually didn't notice that till now.
Switching sides.
Smoker's on 0 kills. That is really off-putting. Well, RGE, how are you gonna cope up out of this one? Your attack needs to be pinpoint, picture perfect for you to get any value out of this. But hey, Aggressive, you said it a multiple amount of times. They are the one team that's come back from this call, and haven't they? We saw it happen with our own eyes.
But that's against the team that has trouble closing out a map. I don't think Enigma's that type of team.
Oh, look at that recon. That recon is so good. It gives them so much value in terms of information, and Antidote finds too. While there are trades coming in, Deadly has been isolated, and he's down to 3 HP. While Rio's got Excali, RVK is going to take him out in short. Deadly's gone. It's a 1v3 that Rio has no hopes of winning. Spike is out in the middle of nowhere, and this is done. 11-2. RGE, I think it's time to say good night. Lower brackets await you. This is Enigma's game to rule. You shouldn't have let that split map finish off in their favor. You should have kept your lead. They had so many opportunities to try and close out the game 2-0, but you give them an inch and they will take a mile. And this is the team that is going to go further on unbeaten. 11-2. I don't see a comeback happening at any point from now.
all gonna start falling apart right here and right now. Too many different avenues to worry about. Too many different angles to take control of. And here on this 2-11 scoreline, things are just gonna get even more difficult. Possibility of a heartbreaking loss because they need to go in for a force buy here. They cannot go in for saves. They cannot go in for proper weaponry. And then one little piece of utility, it's gonna stop them for even longer. Deadly can't even go through. Stars are not aligning anymore for any of their members. Pixels has to buy a stinger, man. He's bought a stinger! I feel like a granddad now because I haven't seen a stinger in the longest of times.
And neither I honestly, but the stinger seems to be working in the wrong direction because the range on this is absolutely horrendous. And this setup on A is absolutely impenetrable at the moment. Unless Bad Love does something about it. He needs to take out that turret and he needs to find a little bit of a distraction play here. But he's got too much to worry about. There comes a backstab as well. Turns around, but Rafuel gets him. There's no goddamn way this is gonna work for the side of RGE. 3 versus 5. Rafuel's in a spot where there's absolutely too much chaos for the RGE side to handle. And it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. Rio might run in and get a plant for free. And Smoker might be able to support him. But both the players do not have any form of utility to work with. Just a recon. And even that's going to be taken away. RVK gets the better of him. And Smoker's
he's having a Vietnam flashback here.
Did he? Wait. What just happened? Why did Smoker just stand?
I do believe there was a technical difficulty from his part, but then again, what can you do here even if you got the plant? This game is just too far gone.
Yeah, it's mostly done and dusted. There is a net issue, it seems like, for the side of RGE. And they are having it at the most unopportunistic time. And while I have my loss of words and my tongue,
Lots of a game and an
but
entire
there are,
set on the other side.
But the reason, honestly, is Enigma playing Ascent like it's their backyard playground. Game, what domination! It doesn't matter they're on attack, doesn't matter they're on defense. They chose attack and they absolutely demolished it with strategies that absolutely, completely found RGE in a spot where they had no counter. The one thing that they were doing really well so far, Aggressive, like you said, was the counter stratting, right? But here, absolutely
RGE were not
nothing.
prepared. Yeah, the RGE not prepared at all. There's no preparation on this map whatsoever.
I think they expected bind and split, but I don't think they expected Ascent to be the finisher.
They actually did. The fact that they were not ready for it is causing even more problems. Bad Luck's gonna be good for one, but how many more can you even find here? Rexy, a little bit too much. He's buying a bit more than he should! It's completely fine, it's fine. Because RBK is there to close everything out. He has an Ares in hand, and of course, the Ares is the thing that does all the PTSD. It brings you joy, it brings you hate. And then make sure you win out on the games as well. Reckoning. They get taken down. They get their dates in the lower brackets.
Boy, well, that has been quite a matchup to finish off in the end. To have a competitiveness of that level in the first two maps, and then it drops down to Enigma just absolutely thrashing the side of RGE. 13-2. This is Enigma's playground in the end. They are the masters of the longevity game. Let's go to the match highlights because this was, I wouldn't even say match highlights. This is Enigma highlights, man.
Yeah, this was a full-on Enigma fragathon for them. Shots were being fired. everything was being taken away. The first initial pistol round was where Reckoning had a chance. And after that, it was just all over. That one thrifty sent a message out to everyone watching that Enigma are not out here to play. They're here to win. And they will do whatever it takes. Humiliation, BM, full-on control to take away this map. And the fact that Enigma just won out on the map of Ascend is not really a surprise. They just played perfect textbook Valorant. And Reckoning, they were making more mistakes than anything else. And Enigma, they just knew how to capitalize on top of those mistakes.
Well, in the end, it was one thing and one thing only that Enigma did best. It was the outplay. It was the counter strategy that they themselves did against RGE's actual no strategy. It was as if even on defense, when the side of RGE actually were trying to do something, they were in the end adapting to what Enigma were doing. It was not as if they were trying to execute something. They were adapting to whatever Enigma was doing. And my word, it blew up in their faces like a huge atom bomb. Because look at the score lines, man. 13-9, 13-11, and then to drop down to 13-2. This has been a roller coaster of a game, and yikes, that hurts.
Smoker on 2 kills, I don't think I've lived to see something like that in a while.
Yeah, me neither. Nobody on the side of Reckoning
Double digits.
has, forget double digits. Rexy has 9, and he's the lowest on Enigma, and Rio is the highest with 8. That is very, very demeaning. I mean, it's not even about them not putting up a performance. I think that, they are definitely tired. They have had a very long 3 games. And, sometimes fatigue does get to you. But I would say that Enigma just took you at your absolute vulnerable point, and they just pinched it as hard as they could.
It's able to take it all away. Let's head on over to the brackets, ladies and gentlemen, see exactly how these teams are slotted on in. Enigma there have set their dates going up against Rippers, and we can already see the 2 matches right in front of your screen. Team Snakes, they're going to be the ones to move forward, but Reckoning Esports versus God Particles, that's the game that we are really hoping to see. And we also got to hope that Reckoning, they go back to the drawing board and come back even stronger. Because at this point, the performance that they've showcased on Ascent is just... You can't. There is no way to defend that universe. How do you defend something like that? You can't. That was a blunder. And they need to showcase to us that you need to bring back your A game. We need to see the Reckoning that we saw on Split. Split is the strongest map of Enigma. Ascent is one of your statistically proven best maps, Reckoning. And for a performance like this, they need to come out of the lower brackets running. They can only have a slow start. They have to make sure they rise up to the challenge and they're able to take down God Particles in a decisive fashion and finally take out Team Snakes to reach that upper bracket, the Cider finals.
Yep. This has been quite a day, ladies and gentlemen. And along with us, you've seen 3 maps that have been absolutely crazy. But it is an end to tonight's complete fiasco. We'll be coming back tomorrow with fresh and much more interesting games. We're heading down to the finale of the Gauntlet. The entire 10 months, almost a year journey that we've had so far is coming to its climactic end. And it must be any one of these 5 teams that's going to be ending up with this victory. Reckoning, Enigma, True Rippers, Team Snakes. Who's going to take it home? We will find out in the days to come. But for today, we are done and dusted. You're watching the LG Ultragear presents TEC Gauntlet Season 4, powered by Crucial, our gaming partner Intel, who provide the best gaming experience and give the overall best gaming value. And of course, don't forget to follow the hashtag GameWithIntel to get to know what they're doing more. And of course, apparel partner 656, who give out the best jerseys out there and give you a little bit of extra fly to move out there. And yep, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you all tomorrow with the fresh new set of games. The finals of the upper brackets and lower brackets are coming in soon. We will see you all then. Good night, happy gaming, and don't forget, Valorant at TC never stops.